lets you down. We're the only team old Carlton knows. With all the champions they like to send up, we'll keep our end up, and they will know that they've been playing against the famous old dark blues. We are the old dark navy blues. We're the team that never lets you down. We're the only team old Carlton knows. With all the champions they like to send up, we'll keep our end up, and they will know that they've been playing against the famous old dark blues. Cheer, cheer the red and the white, honor the name by day and by night. Lift that noble banner high, shake down the thunder from the sky. What though the odds be great or small, Swans will go in and win overall, while her loyal sons are marching onward to victory. Cheer the red and the white, honor the name by day and by night. Lift that noble banner high, shake down the thunder from the sky. What though the odds be great or small, Swans will go in and win overall, while her loyal sons are marching onward to victory.
Things to football that really meets the eye. There are days when you could give it up, there are days when you could fly. You either love or hate it, depending on the score. When the team run out or they kick a goal, how's the mighty roar? Up there, 'cause I'm in there and fight. Out there and at 'em, show 'em your might. Up there, 'cause I'm don't let 'em in. Fly like an angel, you're out there to win. Up there, 'cause I'm you're out
we have to add a new mic input. G'day everyone, welcome to the live stream for Sydney v Carlton. Obviously it says Westers v Gold Coast. I haven't actually changed that yet, up that on bloody Photoshop, so don't bloody point out a very obvious, something very obvious that I will fix. There's no need to do that. How are we all? Hopefully we get a good game of footy. Haven't been on the live streams that much as of late. To be honest with you, last week I didn't stream any games. I think that was the first time all bloody year that I didn't get a stream going. This week I could probably get up to 3 live reactions going, which is a good thing because I do enjoy the live reactions. So we've got 14 minutes till bounce. I actually thought I was good as for 7:35, so I was sort of caught a little bit off guard. I would have already had this scoreboard made, but I didn't have it made. G'day Ethan. G'day HQ. Forgot you had a mouth test. Oh, that's fucked. That is no good. But hopefully you didn't get fucking too bad of a result. I guess you haven't got your results back, but let's just hope for the sake of it you didn't. But you were spending all that time playing Fall Guys, weren't you? Egg Footy says didn't know what to do last week. Oh yeah, it would have been very tough to live without a stream. I'm only taking the piss. The streams aren't everything, but I do appreciate those that do hop on. I need to, fix up the scoreboard. We'll do that quickly. Takes me. Oh, do I put Indigenous backgrounds behind the scores? I could. We'll see. We'll see if I can get that going. Otherwise, I just have the normal scoreboard. And we'll put on a couple bets as well. Lately, Mark, I know he hasn't been going on the sports bet and getting the money, but on the pokies and the casinos and all that, he's been getting big winnings. So possibly. I'm not saying I'll get anywhere near as much as he's been getting, but possibly could be a chance for something if I put on a couple bets, which we might as well since it's a Sydney, Friday night game. Should be a cracker. Everyone's bloody tipping. It's weird. All the creators are tipping Carlton if you see up on the screen, but it's a 50-50 game in my opinion. I think more people are actually tipping Sydney on ESPN, but on the creators tips on that graphic, everyone's going the Blues. And the only reason I want the Blues is because of pot luck. If you saw my tips video, it was really a 50-50. Cooper, he's just an 8-year-old kid, mate. Don't know what he's done to you or what he's put in your breakfast cereal, but I don't know why he's so bloody annoyed about him. Annoyed about his presence. Studi is live. Few people are live tonight. It's a big game, so I'm expecting quite a few other people live. I saw Dylan Friends were on previously. I was hopping on that quickly whilst making a couple graphics. And from what I realised, what I was on the stream, was that before me saying anything, they didn't have any fucking idea who I was, but now they kind of do. But yeah, Riles Macca, Menza. Is Studi actually live? I don't know. I don't care though. I really don't care. Change your scoreboard. Yes, thanks for pointing the obvious. I thought I was just going to leave it there, but now that you've mentioned it, I'm going to get up right onto it. I did already say, mate, that I knew that wasn't fixed, so I was going to fix it right now. How do you type AFL logos? You've got to be a member, mate. Yeah, it's not for everyone, but it's not to say you can't get one gifted randomly. It's happened before. In fact, half the people probably have been gifted one watching the stream, so there you go. I'll tell you one thing. I've done a few Sydney games and Carlton games, to be honest with you, like from the live reactions. These are probably the two of the more popular clubs that I've been streaming this season. I hope they haven't fucked anything around with the Guernsey. They're going to be wearing their Indigenous kits, aren't they? So I'm not going to have to worry too much about like the colouring. I could almost have a lighter shade of blue for Carlton. Yeah, actually, I'm going to do that. See how it looks. Cody C. Cuddy, did you know that the AFL 23, they added another league? Yeah, I saw that. That's good. But that's just not enough. You need a little bit more than just that. But that's a start. Step in the right direction. Alright, give me like a minute and then we'll have the scoreboard updated. So we don't want anyone just letting me know about that. I'm aware. I am aware. I'm not, I'm not blind. Trying to think, when was the last time I streamed a game that was a thriller? It's been a little bit of time since I actually streamed pretty good quality game of footy. Because I know last week, the doubleheader game, Richmond, Geelong, and what was it? The West Coast v Gold Coast one, as you can see on the scoreboard there, that hasn't been updated. Yeah, they were shit games. They were really shit games. I'm trying to think of the last time. It would have been last week if I actually was free to stream, but I wasn't able to. So there we go. There's a new scoreboard. We'll just fix up the scores, obviously. Duh. I'm not sure why Cooper's starting arguments in the chat, but oh well. He can do whatever he wants as long as he doesn't draw the line. I'm fine with that. And so yeah, leave your tips down below. Still 8 minutes before bounce, and we have finally fixed everything that we need to fix. So that means we've got 8 minutes to put a couple of bets on, maybe just one, maybe two, maybe 18. Don't really mind. Scoops for his banks is egg footy. Yeah, I watched your review today, a few hours ago, and that Studi bit cracked me up. That was pretty funny. Definitely loving the Studi references. I'm sure Studi himself also gets around the references. Troy, make a new member badge. I think we've got the limit for member badges. I do appreciate the 1 month there, Troy, but at the moment we've just got every single AFL club and a couple of other things. I mean, maybe give me suggestions into what I should actually include, possibly, then we can figure that out. But for now, we'll just leave it as it is. We do have the Sydney and Carlton scarves. I'm still missing out on 4. I need Adelaide, Brisbane, and then the Giants and the fucking Richmond one that Lockie still hasn't bothered giving me. It's been a good probably almost month now since he's done that. So yeah, maybe Lockie, if you could do that, that'd be handy. But we do have Sydney and Carlton, which means we can chuck the Sydney and Carlton scarves up. I don't really care who wins. Well, actually, no. I actually do want Carlton to win because I like Carlton slightly more as a club, and I tip them. You do. I know you have a spare Brisbane one, so that's why I didn't bother getting a Brisbane one, because you just get me one in 3 weeks, or when you next see me. Cheers, Sports Highlights Australia, Brooklyn, for becoming a rookie member. That's it's good to hear. And C, W's in chat. All right, let's reset the scores as well quickly. And we'll place a quick one. Maybe a quick 2. 104 in chat. Get your friends in, everyone. Leave a like. Let's get to 100 before the end of the first quarter, preferably sooner. We're already on 46, so close to 50 without the game starting, which is good. And then we can chuck, what else? We'll check the live sub count up as well. That's another thing that we're missing out on. You don't have any friends? I'm sure you have someone, even if it's your parents. I'm just saying that. You don't actually have to. I'm not expecting that many, if any, really, to actually vividly go out of their way and fucking message their friends. But, it would probably help out in terms of increasing the numbers. I'll say one thing, though. We're 37 away from 27.7. Let's try and get to 27.7, hit a mini milestone. We've been a little bit slow on the subs this week. Well, honestly, since like the week of AFL 23 releasing, because that exploded the channel a little bit. And it would have continued to explode in the channel if the game was actually good, but the game isn't good, so that makes it frustrating. Can we do Evo after the game? You mean AFL 23? Possibly. Didn't do it last night, but possibly. I won't be doing any more Fall Guys. As fun as it was, like, I would almost rather just do that on members only. Like, genuinely, leave it the standalone Fall Guys streams when I just feel like playing Fall Guys, because it wasn't like it was shit. It just didn't really perform well on the channel. I wonder why Sydney's odds are so low now. 208. They were favourites before. Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised in a way that they're $2.08. I thought it'd be a little bit more even than that. It's still pretty even though. Egg footy isn't dumb, Cooper. I guess it's not a Carman 22 stream without Scoots picking a fight with a couple people. I'm pretty shit with. I haven't bloody done a multi since probably round 6, so I wouldn't even know what to pick. What's up, Lockie? Oh no, Lockie's in chat. That means another fight's going to be picked. We'll go Franklin for 2 as well, I reckon. And I'm going at Jesse Motlop. That's $3.80. That's value for him to kick 2. I know it's probably not going to happen. That's why it's $3.80, but fuck it. Oh, shut up, Cardi. Do you want to start something with me? What are you talking about, Scoops? If you want to message me about it, you can message me about it, but don't have to say it on the live stream. Now what is going on? What have I been saying? Under or over? We'll go over. Alright, let's just do it. Fuck it. $5. And I'm not gonna be bothered placing another one. Because that just can't be bothered. Was it fake? Well, you would know if it's fake or not by clicking on the channel. It probably is. It probably is fake. Fake. Well, I wouldn't know actually. Oh wait, it's pretty clear that it's fake actually. When you have another look at the profile picture, it was created today. All right, well there you go. I'm glad to see that wasn't real. You know, but I believed it because it just sounds like something Scoops would actually say, because he does tend to pick fights, but we're not going to go accusing anyone today. We're not playing Fall Guys, Zach. Should have hopped on the stream last night. You probably did hop on the stream last night, but still. G'day, Sammy. Who do you reckon wins? I'm going Carlton. Should be close. Should be high scoring. Curto and Mackay should both perform well without many of Sydney's defence still playing in this one. But, you know, I say it a lot of times and they always fucking do shit. Like, so many big calls, I give Curto Mackay chances to perform well and they don't quite do so. So my big call for this game, for those wondering, for both Curto... No. Why did I even go there? No, they were for the both sides to combine for 9 lead changes. So 9 lead changes in the game. That's my big call. What the hell is this thing there? We don't need it. We'll get rid of it. Would you rather Morris Frioli or Alwyn Davey? It's a decent question, actually. Would I rather now, or would I rather, like, just for the future? I guess they're sort of both young in their career anyway, so. Yeah, who's got a bigger sort of future? I'm not sure. Maybe Davey? I'm gonna go to KO. So the iPad needs to charge, so it probably won't turn on before the first bounce, so just put it up on the phone. That's alright. I'm not gonna watch on my phone the whole game. No one wants to watch the footy on the phone. It's a poor place. You only watch the footy on the phone is if you're in public and you're on the train or something, or if you're at a wedding, you just got to put it up there. But you don't actually use it as your main source of watching the game. But for right now, I'll have it. Ben Campbell says, "How have you been, mate? Just played Year 9 PSA footy and lost in a kick after siren. Oh, that sucks." Can't quite say I know the feeling because I've never really been involved in anything like that. But regardless. And you don't have to know. It's fine for asking because I actually kind of want people to ask because I was going to mention the Goal King Challenge. I've been working on it today. Yeah, people think that I've been spending like a whole 3 months on it non-stop and it's just taken that long. No, there's no video that takes 3 months to upload. I just have other videos to get out that I just sort of put it off. But like I've got that as my next real big project to work on. So yeah, next Thursday I think. And then I want to do a fourth one on like the 8th of July. I've actually already scanned out a date. Because I kind of want to do it not like that soon because I still haven't uploaded the next one. But like I've had a look at the fixture, right? And it doesn't clash with any games of Victoria. So the only game that people would miss out on is Brisbane v West Coast. But no one gives a rat's ass about that game. Like no one's gonna be there that's a Brisbane or West Coast supporter anyways. And even if there are Brisbane/West Coast supporters, it's still, I don't think it should matter that much. Alright, the iPad's back on, so oh, for fuck's sake, there's no internet. How could there be no internet? It's always connected to internet. Alright, should be internet now. And again, what's with the Indonesian rounds? Like every time a scheduled start to a bounce occurs, it's always a little bit later. Yeah, you care, but like the people that live in Victoria won't care. Alrighty. Well, this timer actually reset. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh no, yeah, there we go. It's going. Alright, cool. King Gold, long time not. It's actually, like, genuinely, I don't just say it for the sake of it. I genuinely mean it. Long time no see. How are we? G'day. Cheers. You've become a member for 21 months. That is a lot of months. I think that's the most. Mackay, could he kick the first? Kerno. Who did I have for 2? It was Jesse Motlop, and he's been sort of in rubbish form, but like I just feel like $3.80 isn't bad for 2. When I think this will be high scoring because Sydney don't have a defence yet. Fair enough. People have a life. They don't have to be on the streams 24/7. Why do I have to sign into KO? It's always sign in. Oh, maybe it's the new like regulations that KO have where it forces you. Fuck, that'll be a pain in the ass if that's the case. Alrighty. What are we on? Like 65. Let's actually tick off the 100 mark really quickly. So I'm going to remind you guys a little bit more often, just so I can maybe get there quicker. 453147, that's the code. And the Blues score the first behind of the game. And also, I've got one more thing that I need to quickly fix up on the stream deck. The goal animation. Because it's going to play the Richmond Geelong theme songs, I think. I can't have that happening. Did I see the new update? Yeah, everyone was telling me about it on the stream last night. I tried to have a little look at it after the Four Guys stream at 2, but I only like hopped on for 5 minutes and then fell asleep. I might have a proper look at it tonight. Oh, here we go. McInerney's at. Kicks the first goal for Sydney. There we go. Luckily, I didn't have any first goal scorers on because I know for a fact that player wasn't going to be picked. Definitely wouldn't be picking McInerney as a first goal scorer. Goal Sydney. Any other games you'd be streaming this week? Yeah, because the thing is, there aren't really any games on tomorrow in the nighttime slot. So I'll go to the Saints game, obviously. Then I'll have time to prepare for a Gold Coast v Dogs stream, and then maybe even an Adelaide v Brisbane stream the next day. I'm not sure on that one. I'm still like 50-50. If I go to the footy that day, I'm certainly not going to have the time for it. But if I don't go, then, you know, if I have the opportunity to stream it when I'm in the house, I might as well. Because it's going to be a good game. It will be a good game. Alright, now I still need to get the files quickly. Come on, Kerno. He does look threatening early on. I'll have to give him that. Can you stream STAV? I can have it on in the background. I'll have both games on, but the thing is, the more attractive game will be the Gold Coast v Bulldogs one. We all know STAV West Coast will be a smashing. I'm leaving. Yeah, okay, mate. Oh, Keno again. He's had a few chances early. Need to look for Motlop. I'm sorry I'm late. No, that's alright. You don't have to apologise because, to be honest with you, there should be, if everyone who is subscribed was on the stream, then I'd have 27,000 people watching. 27,000 people all need to apologise that they're late in the next, coming stages, but it's obviously not the case. But it'd be nice if we had a few more people, and it's not like I'm not going to sit here and complain or anything. 86 is still fine, but just in general. Cottrell, another player who not many people would have had as one of their first goal scorers, especially for the game or for the team. But he does kick the first for Carlton, and already we're looking like we're seeing a high scoring game and another lead change. So, if I'm not mistaken, that's actually the second lead change because the first point went to Carlton. Sydney got the goal. Yeah, this is looking good for my big call. I'm looking on. Looking good. Wouldn't mind watching Essendon v West Coast with you. Yeah, I can maybe get you on a call. See, I don't know many... actually, I could get Will, but Will wouldn't hop on a call. Like, I just feel like I could get someone who supports the side on bottom left to make it more worth it. Because I don't normally get people on calls for live reactions, but for those instances, I can. Like, Sammy, when I did the Essendon v Geelong game last year, or 2021, I remember I got you on a call. My big call is for there to be 9 lead changers or more, which... It's like not expected to happen, so it's still considered a big call. Because 9+ lead changers don't happen very often. We could get 3 in the first 4 minutes here. Swan's inside 50 again. I need Franklin to kick 2 as well. You go to the stream the game. What game? You just said you're gonna. No, it was actually a decent stream. That I actually remember there were a few iconic moments in that one. The moment where I kicked the footy in the. Because someone told me to kick a footy hard in the room, so I kicked it and almost smashed the glass. It's kind of funny. AFL pies. I will say one thing though, you're a little bit ahead of me because you're probably watching on Channel 7. Maybe instead of saying what you see straight away, wait 5 seconds because I saw that and then I saw the and the full. I'd rather not get told what's happening before it happens in front of me. Just for future references, alright? Melican, high ball. So with everyone tipping Carlton, I wonder how people are going to view Saints v Sydney when they take each other on at the SCG. Because I still wouldn't have any confidence leading to that one, or not many. Not much, because we always play shit at the SCG. And Sydney eventually have to find form, right? So they'll probably find their form against us if they don't win this game, or even if they do. Someone says, oh no, that's an ACL. You're not just going to say shit like that. Oh, actually. If you're talking about Warner, I hope it's not the case, because I've got him in my fucking multi. But you can't just say, oh no, ACL, because you're going to make me think that there is an actual ACL. There's no ACL, mate. Motlop. Oh, he was there. He was there. 7 apiece. Sorry, 6 to 8. Here we go. Kerno should mark this. 3 or 4 grabs, he takes it. Well, you're taking the piss. Maybe don't say that. Because the thing is, if I know I'm behind, I might actually believe it. And I saw a tackle. You know, he could have landed on his knee or something. This is one of those games, anything can happen. Well, technically, every single game of footy, anything can happen. But yeah, I know what you mean. Kerno from directly in front. Oh, he kicks into the man of the mark. He's just going to have one of those games, isn't he? Motlop. Actually, that'll work if he kicks this, because I need him to kick 2. He kicks the goal. Even better. Thank you very much. Alrighty, that's still going to work, but a little bit of a concern for Kerno. A few mistakes there. Like, you can't be kicking into the man of the mark like that. Don't know how he managed that. But it doesn't matter because he kicks the... And it's Motlop as well. He was the guy that I was eyeing on, so he just need one more. And the fact that he's kicked in the first 6-7 minutes is a good thing. And I like Jesse Motlop. I like the way he goes about it. I don't like the way my laptop's going about not letting me find the file that I need to find. Alright, here we go. Carlton goal. There's Carlton. Is this Sydney or Carlton? Because I know Carlton have a pretty rubbish kicking efficiency. I know it was highlighted throughout the year. G'day Saints fan. Yeah, g'day all those that have just joined in. Hopefully you guys can stick around for a little bit. I can provide a bit of value and entertainment. What time are you getting to the game tomorrow? I want to get there at least an hour before. I kind of want to get there because the thing is I'm going to be doing shit with Romy Has, and I know he goes to the games early. And I've actually never been to a footy game with Has where he's done any of the roaming Has. Like I've never properly been involved in that sort of stuff for a footy match. So he said he's going to film an episode, right? And he wants me to be involved, so I might as well get there early. Alright, quickly look for the second. Sydney goal. 6 to 15, you gotta fix that up. A 10 AM breaky feed. Yeah. I was at Southland today and I was really tempted to just do what I normally do and get KFC, but I sat down and just thought to myself, do I really fucking need this? Because I know I'll feel rubbish after I have the meal. So instead I went somewhere else. I got a nice lasagna and a nice passion fruit juice. And that tasted really nice. It would have tasted nice at the time over the KFC a lot more, and it made me feel a lot better after than I know the KFC would have. Carlton off to a really good start here. Mackay should have probably kicked that. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Alright. Hopefully from now on the goal animations work. Hit the like button, guys. 100 likes before the end of the first. How does lasagna and juice? Oh, not juice. I had a passion fruit drink, one of the Kirk's Besitos. But even then, if I had juice, it's what's wrong with passion fruit, or what's wrong with juice and the lasagna? Don't think it's anything wrong with having the two together. There we go, Motlop again. He looks dangerous. He looks deadly. Yeah, well, everyone hopes that link in, but it very often doesn't happen. It hasn't happened to me this year. It probably won't. Is it possible that you're doing another stream? Yeah, I'll do more games this round, tomorrow night. Oh, that's right, my phone. I can actually check my phone now because I'm not watching the game on it. Are you going to check it? Maybe, Saints fan. People are slightly overrating it. Everyone's been talking about it for no real reason. Like, why is it so talked about? Personally, I don't see any reason why it's so talked about. It's just a different way of paying for your food, honestly. That's all it is. And then people are overreacting that they can't steal. They shouldn't have been stealing in the first place. You can't be stealing. Yeah, Carlton are looking pretty hot early on. It would be... Yeah, it would make sense if he kicks this, because they deserve to be in front by probably a little bit more with all their inside 50s. Oh, he's the guy that Tanush says has sexy breasts. But people with sexy breasts don't pull off shit like that. Or maybe they do. I don't know. You don't have many men's AFL players with sexy breasts, Tanush. Should you announce the giveaway? I won't announce it until I get the cards. And also, it won't be on one of these streams. It'll be probably on maybe even a Kahoot stream, because they'll probably be brought back sometime this year. So I figured that could be a good opportunity for me to bring it back. But no, I appreciate all the I just appreciate the messages and all that. Kind. offer that you had. You don't know why, but I'm certainly not. Yeah, I don't know. Even at the airport when I went to Sydney, never mind, I did have a Macca's breakfast then, but I didn't really want a Macca's breakfast, but the only reason I had one, because it was all they had, it was either STAV or have that. And I didn't even go for the breakfast items, because I just didn't feel like it. I went the nuggets. If I remember, it says C perks. The sheer number of mistakes in this game. Well, a lot of mistakes in the Carlton forward half, to be honest with you, like Mackay and Curnow, especially Curnow, he's had probably two or three chances, relatively easy goals that he's mucked up. Macca's breakfast is underrated. No, I don't think you can say it's underrated. It's McDonald's, mate. You can't have McDonald's in the underrated category because everyone talks about McDonald's. Everyone knows McDonald's. But if you're talking about like a local cafe in Brighton, then that would make sense calling that underrated because no one really fucking talks about a local cafe, do they? Like, those are like undiscovered places, which I'm sure would have better quality fucking food than Macca's anyways. Alright, I'm gonna promote this on my, because sometimes when I promote the streams, they do a little bit better. If there are any Carlton fans, I would get on, preferably, actually I could get a few fans on at quarter time. But then it gets dull when I don't know what to ask them. And it's just like, oh, hey, how's the game? Oh, for fuck's sake, why is it blurry? There we go. Stream's doing okay. Yeah. They're falling off a little bit, the live reactions, to be honest with you. There we go, Papley. I think I have him on to kick one. I hope I have him on to kick one, because if he kicks one, that'll be handy. No, I haven't got all the scarves. You could probably tell if I have or not, because the ones you haven't seen before, if you haven't seen them behind at all, because a lot of them are like laid out, they're relatively easy to see. He hasn't kicked it, has he? No, Sydney's one of the recent additions to the collection. Cheers, Craig. Camera's... Nah, it's fine. It's fine now. Where did I put my phone? You know, I don't need it. But I'd like to know where I put it. What team do you hate the most? You know, it's probably going to change, but still at the moment, Eston. There hasn't been any reason for any team to go ahead of Eston in the hate category. And it'd feel weird me saying that, because I've been getting around them a little bit lately. In that last vlog, Eston v Richmond, I certainly was getting around the Bombers, but yeah, I'd probably say still the Bombers. Like, I need to provide an answer, don't I? So it's going to be one team. So if you support Eston, don't feel like, oh, I'm a wanker or anything. If you want to know why Eston, I explained it in a few of my videos. Here we go, Papley. I think there we go, Gordon. Yeah, men's is live as well. You're starting to like Collingwood. I don't think I can ever like them, but I definitely like the way they're going about it. Like, the club culture is probably at an all-time high. And Craig McRae, how can you can currently not like him. You really, like, I don't think you can not have a soft spot for him and what he's done. And Gordon has just snuck it through. So that's a goal for the Swans. And far out. Alright, doesn't work. I can never get the bloody stream deck working. Let's have a look why. Oh, that's fucking why. Should be wide at least. Alright, let's give it another shot. Alright, Sydney goal. I'm not sure if you can hear anything though. Can you do those Zoom calls with subs? I don't use Zoom. At least for YouTube stuff. You mean the StreamYards? Whenever I do StreamYards, I always get the same sort of people on. It's good with Mark, like, it's definitely good with him. That was a soccer from like, that went 50 meters, Motlop. Yeah, I don't know. We better get the freaking 13 likes, but I'm kind of feel like we might not. Yeah, Sydney are back in the game now. They're lifting up the pressure. They're getting their hands on the ball. Tom Hickey's also back. This is his first game back, so I'll have a little closer watch at how he actually goes about it, because I think that's one bit of Sydney's game that they're missing. Him being a part of it and winning the hit-outs and all that. I'm pretty sure it was this week he's coming back. I don't notice too much on. Yeah, no, it is, I think. Maybe I'll play it after this stream, Sammy. I don't think I'll have the motivation to play it after stream if it's a rubbish game and the stream just becomes dead. And there's Hickey. Okay, there's the man I was talking about. Good kick as well. Should find McLean. Oh, he will. He'll find someone else. Who was that? 15. Wicks? Fuck, I'm going to have a look quickly. I don't know every name by their number. 15. Sam Wicks. There you go. Really nice setup. Cheers, mate. You're the first person to mention that or get around the setup on the stream. But most people already know what the setup looks like every week. Alright, what do we do at quarter time? Do we do a bit of just chatting? Do we do guess the player? Do we do footle? We've got to do something to sustain the viewers here, because I want to really see if we can push 100 plus, because that's what we were averaging at the start of the season for streams. Or even like 130, 40 plus. Footles just get really dead quickly. But at least it gets the chat involved, so... And quarter time's only like 5 minutes, so it's not a lot of time. Now Sydney getting on top here. Kick the last 2. Got the last 3 scores as well. Multiple last inside 50s and another mark. A Sporkle test. Yeah, actually, I always do Wordles, don't I? I never really do Sporkles at quarter time. No, I'm not doing StreamYards when I could just go on Discord. For StreamYards, I actually need a new separate stream to start one up. Whereas for Discord, I can just have it on whenever. And it's easier, to be honest with you. On at least the OBS stream. So another goal for Sydney. They kicked 3 in a row. And, yeah, now the Blues. They got to respond. They can't let this lead blow out any longer. Or any more, I don't think. In this first quarter. Anyone can join the Discord, but I'm not confirming what's happening. Probably won't get Discord calls going. I don't know, maybe. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get people on the call, Banana Kid. One like away. Come on, let's get there. Let's get there. Alright, I'm gonna have a look at the multi. Matt Kennedy was involved, Motlop was involved, Tom Papley, Chad Warner, Lance Franklin. Alright, kick it at Buddy, please. McLean looks threatening tonight. He's kicked 2, hasn't he? Did he kick the last? No, but he did kick the last, but he hasn't kicked 2. So, Sydney have got 4 different goal kickers, but they've all sort of been from, like, not the most conventional goal scorers. Like Papley, Franklin, they haven't scored the goals, but Goulden, McNerney, McLean, Wicks, more the role players, the ones that sort of bob up, are the ones with goals so far, which is probably a good thing for them. You'd rather have more individual goal scorers than not. There's 100 right up there. You're a Dons and Lions supporter. Well, you can't really be a supporter of both sides, but whatever. We'll let it slide. But Sydney has a place in my heart. It's a team of my lake. Well, there you go. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't know how you can be. And why Brisbane and Essendon? That's very random. I guess maybe a family connection or something. Alright, Cottrell. He kicked the first for Carlton. Goes to Curnow. He takes a mark. Plays on. And almost always, but now the Swans, if they can break through the defence of the Blues, which they almost do, a couple of broken tackles. That actually should have probably been stuck, or at least paid. They haven't paid anything. Akers, massive bump. Roy Bottom just smacked Doherty there. It's going to come back to Sard. Well, I just said no calls in general, Banana Kid. Well, I'm not sure. I'm really focusing on the game right now. Yeah, they had a rivalry. They don't really have a rivalry anymore. You can't really say that there's much of a Brisbane-Essendon rivalry in the AFL anymore. Another mistake. Walsh, good tackle. You can't really say that, no. You live in Brisbane and always support the Lions, but my dad is a... Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I still would probably pick one side, though. Find a way to do, though, but... I get it. I get what you mean. Yeah, 8 tackles for Carlton. And a lot of slip tackles. Like, seriously. That's a shocking kick. 2:19 to go. And that's another really crap kick. Where's, actually, is Mr. Saintsman still in chat? The only reason he's a mod was so he can give me, like, some live stat updates. Can you give me, like, a kicking efficiency stat update? And now it's going back to the Blues. I reckon this camera will probably last until halftime. Because I've lost my other battery. And I'm scared that I've not just lost it, like I don't know if I've misplaced it or not, that I've actually lost it when I was in Ballarat. Because it's not in my bag. The only place it could be is honestly the car. There's no point, because even if I go look at the car, it's not going to have battery. Yes, I have Discord. I've been talking about Discord for the last 10 minutes. Carlton are going nowhere. That really didn't help much, to be honest with that switch. McGovern. Good ball. Yeah, appreciate a Lincoln. I'm going to line, and Mackay drops it. Should have held on to that, to be honest. Fox, rush kick. Cowan, I need to kick the next goal, to be honest. They're under the back foot. Sydney had the last 8 inside 50s at one stage. Oh, good take. Another juggling mark. Stolen by a native Ballarat citizen. Yeah, what are they going to do with a Canon... I don't even know the model of the camera battery, but what a Canon camera battery. Probably swallow it or something. Can I be in one of your videos? Says Sarah O'Donnell. Well, if you live in Melbourne, I'll do a 4th Goal King Challenge with subs. And if I'm going to do a 4th one, I want to do it on the weekend of the July round 17, sorry, so July 7th or whatever date it is, on the Saturday. So, yeah, I'm not confirmed or anything like that, but I've had a look at it, and that's probably the day I'm going to stick by. The Blues get one back. It's a 3-point game with 1 minute, or less than a minute now, 39 seconds to go. Cash converters. I've never been inside a cash converters. Next Thursday, Lincoln. Or next week. It might be Friday, but I'd want it to be... Oh, fuck. Fidget, mate, I was... There you go, you're retracting the message. I was trying to fix a score there, but it just wouldn't let me take away one of the digits. Power play was strength. Oh, good stuff from Walsh. If they can lock it in there, Carlton, they can have one more spot. One more shot, I should say. That's a mark. McGovern. Can he play on? No, he can't. 20 seconds. He does play on, though. Goes around on his right. Who's up? For Carlton. Who's on ground level? There's the Koning. He handballs it, sort of in hope. Iwies is there. Durden's also there. Who's 6? I really should know number 16 is for Sydney, but I just didn't. Campbell, Braden Campbell. I guess one of those players that... I guess if you don't follow the Swans too intently, you might not know them from the number. So I know who Braden Campbell is, but not necessarily straight away from the number. So there's the end of the first quarter, and it's a 3-point game. So it's a pretty good start to the game of footy, to be honest. Couple of lead changes, I think 3, maybe 2. But even if it's just 2, it's still probably on track. Yeah, you can join the Discord. Entertaining games, says Shane. Yeah, entertaining enough. Alright. Let's probably just do footle. It's only going to be a 5-minute break, so we might as well just do something that's only going to take a short amount of time. Bring it up quickly. Want our best to try and get more people in. They added Hall of Fame to... Yeah, they added Hall of Fame, but I'm not sure what Hall of Fame is. Because I tried to have a look at it, and it would just lead you into a sort of a path of nothingness. You didn't really get anywhere with it. So, what's the point of adding a new game mode or feature in the game if it's not ready? I mean, that's exactly what AFL 23's been so far, just not ready. Oh, this ad just piss off. I don't care, The Little Mermaid. All right, let's go. AFL, footle, guess the player. We all know how it works, so at least we should know. We'll go Hawley. I need to plug in my... You know what, I will plug it in right now. I'm going to plug in my... Fuck, I unplugged my camera instead of... How have I done... Oh, this is a... You know what now what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to fucking... Unplug my camera. Well, no one owns Qantas points. Alright. You know what? The keyboard can go. We don't need a keyboard when we have a keyboard on the laptop anyways. Shut up, dog. Alright, Hawley. I've got to fucking fix this. Another AFL 23 update. Yeah, I don't know. I sort of stopped getting excited for the AFL 23 updates because they're not getting a lot of value out of them anymore. Textman says it shows your awards. That, yeah, not a lot of awards to be proud about, to be honest. All right. I know it can't be Lynch, but first game, we're just going to try and get letters, not Lynch. Shit guess. Neil. Better guess, but still none in the right spots. So this is sort of a tough one. Tough start. Black. Yeah, I just feel like there's no point in guessing black. We know there's no C. A's not in the third spot. We might as well go another one. So this is an ad I don't mind, but for some reason my dad hates it. Or he doesn't hate this one. He hates the... Because if you hate this one, you're like a Bailey Killingsworth. It's racist. Salem. At this rate, oh! I was just going to get... Because I didn't really get to properly have a look at the other letters. So I'm just off. Yeah, fucking Salem. It's not going to be Salem, but we'll just try and get letters. No, it was right. Alright, Tiger Tom, I'll let you guess the new one. Because you were the first person to go Salem, so well done. Alright, go another one. We've got... You know what? We don't actually have much... Oh no, we've got like 2 or 3 minutes before the start of the second. More than the loss of Collingwood's Super Netball team. Have you heard of Mark Tanovic, Egg Footy? Because if you haven't, I feel like if you can feature him in one of your next reviews or something, get him involved, that would be iconic. He's actually the funniest bloke. Viney. If you get this one right, mate, I don't even know what to say. You can take over the channel. Alright, you've gone from hero to zero. That was shit. Rosie. Okay. Fucking hell. That is probably, quite honestly, one of the worst starts you could ever have. Lynch? Well, I don't even care if it's not going to be right. We're just going to get letters. There we go. C and L. Probably ends in K then. Black. There you go. There you go. Meta double I. You can pick the next one quickly. That was a weird round. It was like we got nowhere, then we just got a guess and we got it right. Weird.
Carlton have looked dangerous in the air in their forward half, which we know Sydney are undermanned in defence, and we know the Blues have got those tall guys down there that are dominating. Tom de Koning adds another element to it. We saw him take a really nice mark.
AFL 23 online wait times are ass. Is it because no one's playing? There wouldn't be many people playing right now. Actually, Studi's currently bloody streaming the game, and I think he's playing online. That's all he plays. You could probably get a game with him. I'd like to get a game with him, but I know for a fact he'll beat me because I'm just shit at the game, and I need to play it more to get better. All right, quickly, let's speed things up. We got it quickly. I'm just gonna put in literally every single player now. I don't even care if it takes me 15 attempts. Broad, Brown, Walsh, Lynch. Fuck, this is just a waste of my time. White. It's gone to the stage where I don't even care about. Can't be Papley, mate. That's how you spell Papley. Black. We could actually leave this up. We could leave this up. We don't need it to get rid of it because the game's back on. But I'm not too invested in the game. Sorry, in that game. I'm more obviously just missing the AFL game. Like the stream's not live football reaction, is it? Anyway, we're back underway. You guys can still place your guesses. I'm just gonna leave it there for now. Rioli, yeah, decent guess, I guess. Well, it's not actually because it can't be. Rush behind for Carlton. Or for Sydney, Carlton do the rush behind. Leave it. I'll just do this. Get rid of it. I'll just get rid of it. I'm going to go and check my stream on the phone to see if... Because on OBS, there's a slight little like video audio delay, but it just might be on OBS. No, it's like it feels a little bit like it doesn't feel smooth. No, it's like it feels a little bit like that's because it isn't smooth. I reckon I fucked something up when I unplug this. I'm gonna unplug it and plug it back in. It's not smooth. It's really not what I want it to be. Eventually we're gonna have to use a new camera anyway, so by the time that's Hello. Yeah, that's better. That has to be better. Let me know. And I can probably do this as well. Move this here. Blakey, great pass. And he finds the number 2. And the number 2 is... Number two. Who the fuck's number 2? McLean? Is that McLean? Yeah, it is. Alright. I said it before. I should actually become familiar with this guy. He's kicked 2 already. He's played a pretty good start, like pretty good game so far. And the Swans have kicked 4 of the last 5, I think. Yeah, they're looking alright at the moment. I'll read your message quickly, Kev. Let me just... Why the hell can I not... Oh, there we go. What did Kev say? Well, they're already... Like, even before this game. Well, even before the Collingwood game and before even the Bulldogs game. Already a lot of questions on the ability of Michael Voss and his coaching. Because, yeah, he doesn't seem to have many answers, like many other options. Getting very easily out exposed or outplayed, outcoached. And that's another inside 50 to Sydney. Sard needs to hold it and just maybe slow it down a little bit because it isn't looking great for them at the moment. And the Sydney crowd's getting behind them right now. Yeah, obviously, Kev, we all know that Collingwood are a better side at the moment. You don't need to just say that because you're Collingwood fans. If Sydney kick the next, they win. Are you really saying that? Making that claim that early in the second? Even if they're up by 30 at the moment and they kick the next, you still can't be so sure. Because Sydney... I'm pretty sure they have various stages throughout the last few years, you know, been up by 30 plus points and coughed up leads. A lot of sides have. It's doable to come back from it. You can't say it's done in the second quarter. And especially in the first 3 or 4 minutes of the second quarter. Here we go, Franklin. He needs one more, I think, to equal Doug Wade's position on the goal kicking tally. Wherever that is, it might be like 5th or... It would be like top 5 or 6. Read your last chat. The Footles Aaliyah. No, I don't really care about the Footle. Alright, fine. Alright, whatever. I mean, we're not really going to go back to this, are we? You've actually investigated your time, your I guess your spare time in actually trying to get that one right. Because you're right, it was Aaliyah. Didn't even have it up on the screen, so I don't know how you got that one. Well, actually, when you really have a look at it, you've got 1 2 I's and an L. Probably not that difficult to find out, actually. Who's that? Is that Pitnet? So I always miss the key moments on the live streams when I'm like looking away or whatever. And let's quickly... Ed Kerno. What does he really add to Carlton at the moment? Like, do they only just play him for sort of what he's done to the club, what he served? And why have I already gotten a fucking limited monetization on the stream? I get a limited monetization setting applied before the stream's even scheduled, it seems. I mean, it won't matter because this stream's not going to get me even more than a cent. No streams are played back anyways. So Kerno's going to come on. I'm still not sure if that was pinned out or not because I didn't get to see it. I don't know what happened. I'm assuming a concussion. Well, it has to be a concussion, but I'm not sure in like sort of the degree of the severity, like how it happened. Silvani's the most overrated player in the league. Nah, he's not the most overrated player. And he's not even like that rated anymore. He was a lot like because last year was playing a role. I don't really know what he's doing now this year because he's not. Is he a forward or is he like a ruckman? What the hell is he actually meant to be doing for Carlton? Because he's not doing anything that he's there for. He doesn't really kick goals. Oh, well done, Doherty. Why is he in the forward line? You got plagued by limited ads when I first got monetized last year. Yeah, but it's just for the live streams, and that's fine. But I'm not sure why I can't request like a review or anything. Like, why can't I like change that? Why is it just stuck on the live streams? Like, I'd understand if all my live streams, like I do swear in them and all that, but is that the reason? I guess YouTube just know, oh yeah, you're gonna swear. We don't want ads on the streams because of that. I don't care if that's the reason, but at least tell me why. For the videos, it's different. Apparently, you can actually get away with it if you swear, as long as you don't swear in the first 30 seconds. Pommy and Oz told me that. So if you say the C word in the first 30 seconds, you're in a bit of trouble. You can say it after the, like you can say it on the first 33 seconds, I think that's fine, but first 30, it's a no-no. Papley unwinds, another pretty average kick. He's going to find Hollands, is that? All caught up. I don't have a waffle team, mate. Just because there are leagues doesn't mean I have a team. Like if someone asked me who's my favourite Eastern football club, well, what's the league? AFL? Is that like a... Yeah, the EFL. Like with Ringwood and all that playing in it. Like if someone asked me what my favourite EFL side is, I'm not going to have one just because it's a league. To be fair though, I'd probably say Mitcham. I used to play for them like back in the day, but even then, like I wouldn't really have a side because no one would. I'm not going to follow their games or anything like that. So yeah, Waffle, don't have a team, mate. Don't have a team in the Sandford, don't have a team in the Super Netball, don't have a team in majority of the sports leagues. No, I don't even have a bloody APL or NBA team, and I don't really follow it. I kind of watch the APL, but I just don't really fucking have a reason to pick a side. I just have to pick one, to be honest with you. Maybe next season. It's too late picking your side now. But I just don't want to pick I just don't like picking the big clubs just for the sake of it because it just doesn't feel like I really support the side. Like it just feels like I'm just going on success or past success or just picking the big clubs for the sake of it. Unless I've got like a connection to the club, then I'm not picking it. Maybe if I go to England and I go to Manchester, mate. But like, you know, I don't know. Anyways, we're watching the footy, not the APL, not any other sports. Here we go. Oh, he kicks it short. Motlop, sorry. Motlop. He needs 2 for my bet. Exactly, flying pies. You pick Detroit. Yeah, so if I ever go to America, because I've never been to an American sports... I've been to America before, but the 2 times, I've been a few times. Majority of the times I've been for layovers. Like, I've only been to America for like a day. That's all I've really done in America, which isn't enough. You can't do anything for a day in America, especially when you got a flight the next day. So I didn't get to go on any, like, you know, sporting games. But if I do go next, I could be going next year. I could be. That's a good kick. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's not going to make the distance. Needed that. So do the Blues. But you know what? My multi's more important. What was I going to say? Yeah, so if I do go again, I'll hopefully get a few sporting games. And I guess I'll just pick the side that... Even if I don't watch any of the games, you just want to have a side to support. So whatever sides are playing on the day, I guess I'll just pick one beforehand. Stream the Pies game. No, I'm not going to be streaming the Pies game. That's the worst game of the day by a mile, so I'm not sure why that's the game you want me to do. You're back. Yes, I'll stream the Dogs game. They need to learn how to stick their tackles, Carlton. I don't think I'm going to get up. I went overs 168, and we've only seen one goal this quarter. Haney, holy crap, that's a leap. He got a hand to it, so it's not unrealistic. Cripps, Walsh. They got to find something out of this, Carlton. It's their turn to go. A really crowded forward 50, though. If you go to the US, go to a college football game. I don't think I will go to a college football game. I don't even know if I'll go to an NFL game. Because it's, one, really expensive. Two, the sports I think is just very overrated. And three, like, I don't understand the rules or anything. But I guess it's, you don't have to understand. If there's a game on, if I am there, I will probably go to it. I'd rather not pay for the fucking tickets though, because it's a lot of money. And Mackay has kicked it out in the full. He is really low on confidence, this man. I tell you what. Far out. %54% Mackay, and it probably feels like it's lower. Are they taking into account like the ones that go out in the full? Because a lot of the time, that isn't taken into account. You just see the goals behind. You go, oh, he's not been that inaccurate. But the amount of times he kicked down the full or hasn't made the distance or just, you know, kicked into the man of the mark. Or if you're going for the shot but you sort of center it or whatever, like that should still count. Right, and they've just mentioned that that's not even counting the out in the full. So it would be like 40% for Mackay then. NFL is awesome once you understand the rules. But I just don't have the shit to give to be bothered learning the rules. I just think there are many. Like I'd prefer to fight. Like it's not. One, I don't even have the time for it. But if I did have the time for it, I'd just watch the NBA or the AP or like other leagues that are better. The AFL is a lot better than the NFL. You can't disagree with me for that. Oh, Kerno, what a mark! That's one of the best marks I've seen all year when you really think about it. Like, that's really difficult to do. He was on the ground and he just plucked it. That's a really good mark. This would be an exciting close clash if these teams weren't playing like they were wearing massive padded gloves. I'm not sure what you mean by that. You trying to say that they're like fumbling the ball or what? But if they wouldn't be fumbling the ball if they had massive padded gloves. I don't know. Yeah, the skills certainly aren't really on for display in this game. Kerno, and speak of skills, that's a shit kick. It's a point. 32-24. I'd say right now Sydney would be in the better position to win this game. They've probably got the better odds. Warner's got 10, okay, so I'll get that one. And then bloody Kennedy was my other player. I don't even know why I just decided to go Kennedy for 20. He's on 4. 4. That's actually piss poor. What the hell? AFL, NFL cricket. I know Jimbo's really into the NFL. I don't really know how. I guess like what leads you into the NFL? I feel like if you visit America, that could sort of get you into the sport. But if you just living in Australia, what would really motivate you to actually getting into the NFL? Maybe Aaron Sipos. Like if I were to support the NFL, or at least pick a side, it'd probably be whatever side Sipos plays for, because he used to play for the Saints. And I know for a fact that they were in the final. But I can't remember what teams were. It might have been the Chiefs or some shit. Motlop! Alright, we're really getting distracted here. Motlop kicks this and it's possibly back on. because I'm definitely more comfortable with him kicking, or with Buddy not being the one kicking the goals early on, as opposed to Motlop, because Buddy's certainly more likely to kick 2 than this player. Motlop's been average. Oh, he's fucking kicked the point. Oh, it's a goal. It's a goal. Even BT thought he missed it as well. He was on my page. I really thought he missed that. I was really fucking pissed off. And then he kicked the goal. Well, there you go. Because Carlton really, they've had so many easy gettable shots they've just been blowing. So if he would have missed that, that would have been really bad. Yeah, BT must be watching the stream. The Goal King Challenge next week, AFL start Thursday. No whips, no buts. Even if I have to do all-nighter to get it done, because I've still got a lot of work on it. Like, I've not really put much into it so far, but I've actually started kind of putting a bit more work into it. I've done around 6 hours of effort now into the video, but it's not a 6-hour video. It's not a 10. It's a 30+ hour video to put together. I wonder what the longest amount of time spent for Egg Footy was to make a video. It probably would have been the Scoops documentary. So I want to know, would that have taken longer than 30 hours? And we're not just talking about editing, we're talking about research, we're talking about voiceovers, we're talking about the editing, we're talking about everything. An AFL funny moment reaction video. Yeah, I could tell it was certainly either the Scoops one or maybe the 2 other ones you did. Like that, the Geelong, or the Geelong v Port Adelaide video was a good one as well. 35. Yeah, shit. And that's the thing. 35 hours for an off-season video. It almost feels like it's not worth it if it flops. Like my stadiums video I put together, it took me probably the longest amount of time I've spent on an off-season video, maybe. But even then, that wasn't 35 hours. That was maybe 15, 20 hours. But the thing about that video, I got that all done in like 2 days because I'm not one of those people that like just takes their time. I want to get a video out soon. So I just do all-nighters so I can have it finished. Oh, this skill. Was that Kerno? Ed. Ed's just done 2 of the shittest kicks you'll ever see on a football field. Franklin. Oh, really good courage from Kemp. Yeah, it's deservingly most popular. I know Scoops is not happy about that, but you're not like dissing him or in the video or anything like that. You're not. I don't know. I feel like you made the video in the most respectful way possible. Respectful. Yeah, that's the word. I can't even speak. But of course, like he when the video came out, he even messaged me about it saying, "Oh, this guy's a complete dickhead." I'm like, I wasn't just gonna agree with him. I was like, yeah, look, if other people made that video, it could have been a lot worse. Good mark from Campbell. No, he did say something about me when the video was out. He saw the comment I made in the video as well, because back then I didn't know you that much. I just saw a couple of your videos that just popped up, and I'm like, yeah, I'll watch it. And it's not, because normally when there's a really long video, I can't be fucked watching the whole thing, but like that got me like glued, because Scoops, you know, there aren't many videos on YouTube about the man, so. As close as this quarter is sort of, this game has been, yeah, you're right about the skills. The skills are average. Certainly not the quality of 2 top 8 sides, so the reason why they're on 11th and 12th spots of the ladder respectively. Like, if a draw happens, it'd probably be most fitting result. Oh, that's a goal. There you go. Wicks kicks his second, and the Swans get out to an 8-point lead after the Blues had all the play in the last 5-10 minutes. Probably one of the better goals. Probably the best goal so far of the game. Keen for the off-season? Yeah. Yeah, the thing about the off-season, you don't have a consistent schedule of uploads to get out because you don't have the reviews, you don't have the tips. So you just can make whatever the fuck you want. You can spend long. I probably will do that. I'll probably spend a little bit longer on the videos. Or upload less because A, I kind of want to just do other stuff and not just worry about YouTube. And B, I know the subs and views won't be there. So I'd be better off making longer, better videos that take me longer to do. That'll get the more views on average. That'll be more worth my time than the shitty ones. Not shitty, none of them are really shitty, but as opposed to the other videos, I guess, that I've been putting out, like maybe the vlogs, because they never really hit the peak. So Cripps to Warner. Warner flicks it over the top, and well done from Boyd. Takes a bounce. Finds a target, not the greatest kick, but he'll find a path in Curnow. Curnow, has he kicked a goal in this game so far? I'm not sure if he has. In fact, I'm not sure if neither Mackay or Curnow have. It's pretty disappointing. Neither is Franklin. The big targets in this game have been pretty poor. Mollop hasn't though. He could have possibly on 3 goals at the moment. Shannon, you can't be saying that your tip's sitting in an upset. There's no upset in this game. It's even of a game that there's probably been all season. You like the round reviews, but it's a grind making them. Yeah, your Bombers v Tigers vid. Your bit from that vid was pretty funny. Who's up? Oh, good take. The Cunning's been their best target all game. He's taken them all the marks. And I'm pretty sure he's kicked a goal when he did have a shot, and Kerno hasn't been able to do that. Take me back to the off-season content. Yeah, the smaller YouTubers, I guess, thrive off the off-season more. I hated the off-season. I had a really shit off-season. YouTube-wise, Kerno takes a good clunk, and finally, this is a chance to slot one. He needs to kick this. Because if he doesn't kick this and he sprays it or kicks into man of the mug like he did in the first quarter, like his confidence is just going to keep deteriorating as the game progresses. He's kicked 0-1 and so is Mackay. Mackay's 0-1, 3 touches, 1 mark, 0 tackles, pretty average. So Mackay, no, sorry, Kerno, and he's missed it. Hooked it to the left, I think. You don't want it to be one of those nights for either Kerno or Mackay because the Blues really need them. I didn't mean to do that. That wasn't a goal. Because yeah, if they don't, you know, find the big sticks in this game, I don't think they're going to win. Did you see Simon reacts to a few AFL clips in a compilation? No, but every time Simon Reacts do upload and it has something to do with sports, I always click on it, but I always skim through to see if AFL's ever in it, and it's never really in it. So it's quite disappointing. But, to be fair with you, if it's in the last video, then that's... Oh, there you go. It actually is in the last video. I will probably watch that. But it pisses me off that they all call it fucking rugby. It's not fucking rugby. Just arrived and I missed... No, you didn't miss anything. The more they react to AFL, the better. Because then there's more exposure to the game. Same with Nico. It'd be cool if Nico made an AFL video. Kind of a boring game. Yeah, kind of. More boring quarter than the last. And it probably doesn't help how Carlton would keep kicking points. Curnow and Mackay to blame. Motlop, he's been pretty good. Been pretty clean as well. Here we go. Curnow, he's going to be caught. He gets rid of it. Francis, only really in the side because of injuries. Gives up to Blakey over the top. Warner. Shit. God damn it. Alright, give me a sec. I'm going to steal something. I'll be back. other spots to put. Oh no, here we go. Alright. I need to find that second battery. Otherwise, this is going to happen on a more regular basis. Why is this not? Alright, here we go. That is not going to work in that position. It's going to change. Certainly not the best webcam. Or like not as good as the last one. But you know what? You can see me. And that's all that matters. So you know what? I might as well actually charge the other one, because then we can maybe get that back in 3/4 time. And if it's a close game, you'd rather see my reaction with the camera than the my dad's webcam. Which it shouldn't be using his webcam. If I still had Goat HQ's one that he has, well, it's not his, but he has it, I'd obviously be using that. You know what? I might just fucking reach out at half time. I don't even care about viewers anymore. I've come to the realization that it's just a number on a screen. Here we go. 15 seconds. Cripps, don't get caught. Go for goal, mate. Paddy Cripps. Misses. That's going to be it. That'll be it. 4-8. 4-8 to 6-2. So 8 screenshots to 12. I might just read chat if we get good chats, because if we get good chats like we were sort of getting during the second quarter, then that'll be fine. But if we don't, then maybe I will call you. That was a relatively short quarter. Yeah, I'd be pissed off as well if I was a Carlton fan. But I know how to, like, of any other side in the AFL to relate to Carlton fans, St Kilda fans would probably be the #1 side. I know Saints fans are in chat, so I'm going to have a little look at the disposal efficiency. 71%. It's always going to be relatively, like, the same. But yeah. Name as many. No, NFL, it's just not really the time for NFL. I'd rather just talk, even if you want me to talk about it in the chat, I'd rather talk about it than do that. Will you get 2K24? No, because I've never even played a single of the 2K variants of the game. Well, I've never owned it. I've played it before. I've never owned any of the 2K games. A crap quarter, but hopefully a good second half. It's a pretty crap quarter. This app would be nice if we could show stats for every quarter. Like, I want to see the inside 50s for the second quarter, because I'm pretty sure Carlton had more chances and more inside 50s, I think, especially in the second half of the second. Jordan McCleary, the boys say hi. Can you shout out to Brownlow, Flash and Bug? There you go. If they're watching, how are we? Brownlow, Flash and Bug. I wonder where you're watching this from. Well, you wouldn't be watching it from an interstate location, because the Melbourne, they don't play interstate, do they? So are you going over a game this year, McCleary? Because I thought I was the only person in the sort of the broad community that was attempting the feat. But you've been to every game, because I know that you've been to Adelaide, Brisbane, Gold Coast. You've been to Adelaide twice. You've already been on 4 interstate trips. Will, actually, Will, if you want to hop on and give your little take on the first half, if you want to, feel free to. I mean, it's half time, so you're not missing out on action. Otherwise, I'm going to leave it for the Discord. I'll just read the chat. Do some more footle. No. No, I don't want to. I don't want to. I'd rather actually do something else in footle. It's the same garbage.
Let's go to
I
Alice.
wouldn't be shocked if Riles was doing footle right now, but that's Riles, you know what I mean? Like, Riles, he does his footle. I do my...
Importance of him really lifting.
I do my just chatting. It's not just chatting. I'm just going to be... Yeah, see what else people say. Legend Man, they love it. Awesome. Good to hear. And you are going every game. There you go. So you're going to be going to bloody Alice Springs, aren't you? So if we played Alice Springs, I feel like that's probably the most dangerous of all cities in Australia. Like relatively major cities. Probably to go to. So I don't know if I'd go to a game in Alice Springs by myself. But I'd have to go to complete the feat if we played there. But we wouldn't play there. We played there in 2020. I remember that when we played Melbourne. You get Shannon instead. Do we actually get Shannon on? And save this stream in some way, shape or form? Because sometimes when a stream needs saving, Shannon can be the man to do it. But I just don't know if that's going to really save it or fuck it up even more.
Further into that in the zero lag, that matchup is what groups are in.
Yeah, so it's not as much of a threat, Chris, because he can only do so much.
Shannon, if you do want to hop on, you need to make sure your mic is actually working. Because otherwise, it's not going to happen. Would you go to China for a Saints game? I've been asked this question a couple of times. No, I don't think I would. Only if the flights and accommodation and all that and tickets to the like everything was sorted. Then yeah, if the AFL like, because if the AFL came out and actually supplied it all, because that's the thing. People actually think that the AFL or the club give me the tickets. No, I fucking have to purchase it all myself, which I think is a. I don't want to sound entitled or anything, but I feel like could be at least a little bit nice if the club at least gave me tickets. Well, they don't even know I'm doing this shit. As Mr. McCleary, he does it for the club. But Kane gets tickets to AFL games for video sometimes. So if I did that, if that happened for the China game, possibly. I mean, I'd say yes, actually, I would go. But I'm not a fan of the Chinese culture. I wouldn't want to go to the game anyway, like the country in the first place anyway. I'd only go for the footy. My dream vacation. Well, he's in China. How's Giant Stadium? It was very, very different to sort of what you'd expect. But I've been there before. But like this time around, I got to really have a look at the whole stadium. It was really dead and empty. The crowd and the atmosphere. There was only 7,000 people there, and they don't care where you sit. So the security there, well, barely security, because you could just sit really wherever. Which is certainly not the case with like the MCG and Marvel. Especially this year, they were really cracking down on that. Alright, Shaun, if you want to hop on, join one of the voice calls. Yeah, if you want to talk to Shannon Banana Kid, actually, yeah. But it's on the Discord server, so you need to get a bit part of the Discord, make an account or something. Would you go to New Zealand for a Saints game? It's just really expensive. It's a lot more expensive going internationally than going to Adelaide, for example. Although, like, Perth is pretty expensive, but even then, like, at least I've got somewhere to stay when I'm going to Perth. If I can get supplied with accommodation and all that sort of stuff, then of course. But I wouldn't. That's the thing, I wouldn't do that. Because to them, I'm a nobody. But I don't think someone with 27.6k subs should be considered a nobody. Which stadium do you like the best? So I'm going to probably make a video going over my favourite stadiums, like sort of an updated video. Because in 2020, early 2020, I uploaded a video where I went over my, the best stadiums, but it was sort of a rubbish video, quality-wise, and also more than half the stadiums in the video I haven't even attended, so I didn't really have a proper say. Since then, I've been to a lot more. I've been to at least 5 or 6 more stadiums, so I have more of a say, and I'd have more of an idea on how I can sort of rank them. I forget Shannon on. I don't even know what to ask him, so you guys ask him questions. Give me a second, I'll put these headphones in. You hope they bring an A. Yeah, that'd be cool if they brought like an NFL or an NBA game to Australia. They did it for the MLB, the baseball in Sydney. And I didn't know about that like when it happened. I knew about it later on, but that would have been cool. Like if I was living in Melbourne, or if I was living in Sydney at the time and I knew about it, even though I don't like the baseball, I probably would go. Get other people to go as well. Tickets would have been expensive though. Alright, Shannon should be on. Alrighty, ask Shannon some questions. Egg footy, anyone? And now, this is the time, or the period of the stream where Shannon is not able to be heard. So he asks and pleads to get on, but then when he gets on, he never actually speaks. He can't hear me. He's running into issues. It's a whole shambles. At least the viewers are going on. That's good to see. Welcome the new viewers. It's been a pretty quiet one so far this stream, but it can pick back its paces if we get a close game of footy and we get some entertainment. They're bringing an NHL game to Melbourne in September. Really? Well, I know for a fact probably Kane would want to go to that because he's actually into the NHL. So I don't really, or I can't say I don't really follow it because that would mean that I sort of watch. No, I don't even fucking know any of the teams. But if they do have an actual NHL game in Australia or Melbourne, maybe I'd consider going if I can get tickets. It'd be pretty cool. Will they play it though?
Alright, now can you hear me?
Oh, here we go. We got Shannon on. All right.
This is going to be a close game.
It is going to be a close game, Shannon. How have you seen the game so far?
Sydney dominated the first half, except Carlton have a bit of trouble now because they've lost George Hewitt.
Oh, it was Hewitt. I actually didn't even know it was Hewitt. Well, I wouldn't say I don't think Sydney necessarily dominated. To be honest, I think it's been pretty even. In fact, if any side was the one that dominated, probably Carlton. They just couldn't put it on the scoreboard. Yeah, I know. I saw that, Blue Moo. Alright, I'm gonna read what people are asking Shannon in the chat because I don't really know what to say. Who'd you tip before we get into the chat? Like, who'd you get? Who do you have up to get up?
Well, since I saw other YouTubers went for upsets, thought I might as well go for the upset. I went Sydney in an upset.
I wouldn't really say it's an upset though.
To be honest, I really wanted a good clean game.
Clean game. Define a good clean game. What is it? Like, what would a good clean game be in your eyes?
No arguing, I think.
No. Yeah, alright, whatever. Fair enough. I mean, I'm not sure why that's the main thing you wanted out of the game of footy. Sydney were the betting favourites, mate. That's not an upset. They were the betting favourites, but not anymore. Before I placed my multi on, they were $2.05. But regardless, that's not an upset. An upset would be... Mate, Shannon, if you looked on the ESPN tipping website, do you tip on the ESPN tipping website?
I pretty much use SBN footy tips all the time.
So, yes. You realise...
Every week.
You do realise that more people tip Sydney on that app than Carlton. So how could you consider that as an upset?
Because it's at the SCG.
Okay, so then how is it an upset? You're not making your point any clearer. You're actually contradicting yourself more by saying that. How is it an upset if you tip Sydney, especially if it's at the SCG?
Sydney have a much better home ground.
But how is it an upset? You're not answering my question, mate. How is it How is tipping Sydney an upset?
Well, I've seen other YouTubers went for some upsets, like Ryder did.
Yeah, but those were actual upsets. Sydney isn't an upset, tipping Sydney to beat Carlton.
But you never know. I might get one of the upset tips right.
You can never get with him, honestly. Yeah, I know, Cooper Gresh. Sydney, Essage is an L stadium. Yeah, I don't like it that much.
Scoops went Sydney in an upset too.
No, I didn't, because he didn't go Sydney in an upset. He went Sydney, but not in an upset. All right, define an upset, Sydney. I mean, not Sydney, Shannon. Define an up. What is the definition of an upset? Because we're not seeing the same picture. In your eyes, an upset's different than what I believe an upset is, and what most of the chat believe an upset is. But no, if you get Discord running, Banana Kid, if you're still watching, you can hop on if you want to see if you can speak a bit of sense out of
Oh,
Shannon.
here we go. Here we go. An upset occurs in a competition, frequently in electoral politics or sports, when the party is popular.
Shannon, quickly, can I interrupt you? The reason why I asked you to give me a definition, but your definition, not Google's definition, did you look that up, yes or no?
Of course I looked it up.
Yeah, that's the thing. You shouldn't be fucking looking it up, and it's pretty obvious you looked it up because you wouldn't use those words or those terms. What in your eyes, Shannon? Like, what do you think an upset is? Because you can't just use the term upset if you don't know what it means.
When the party popular expected to win, the favourite is defeated by, or in the case of sports, ties with. An underdog who the majority expects to lose, defying the conventional wisdom.
Yeah, because you know what that means. All right, whatever. I'm not even going to bother continuing on that point. What else we got for Shannon? No, he's not trolling, Harley. That's the... Well, are you trolling, Shannon? Yes or no?
No.
Yeah, he's not trolling. That's the worrying thing about this. Max King is out.
Mitchie, stop spamming.
No, it's not just that he's spamming. He's being a freaking idiot. He's not out. It's not even remotely funny. Shannon, what's your favorite NBA team?
Well, to be honest, I do like the Lakers, so Lakers.
Yeah, fair enough. What else we got? What about your favorite NFL team?
NFL teams.
I'd be kind of surprised if you actually can give me an NFL team. Just list any of the NFL teams you know. I wouldn't know many myself, but
I do like the San Francisco 49ers, or the Philadelphia Eagles could be nice.
they could be. Name their full playing squad. Name their players. Actually, don't name their players. You're gonna look it up. Answer Egg Footy's question. What are your thoughts on the match fixing that we've seen lately in games, Shannon?
Match fixing? I don't see any.
You don't agree with Studi's views on the match fixing? Well, good. Good to hear. What else we got? Ethan says that Mark. It isn't Mark. It's Shannon. I really want to get Mark and Shannon to like be on the same call with one another and actually have a conversation with each other, because that would be probably the funniest thing. Do you know who Mark is, Shannon?
Oh, Megan Holly's gifted 10 card membership.
Get excited! Megan Holly's back, and she's back better than ever, bigger than ever. She's
back
gifted
again.
10. Holy shit!
Back again. Look who's back again.
Look who's back. Back again.
Back again. JD's back.
Keep going. Continue singing the song.
Guess who's back? Back again. JD's back. I just can't think the rest of it. All I know is that look who's back. Back again. That's all I know.
Fair enough. I don't blame you. Well, there you go. 10 more members. That is very, very generous. What do you say, Shannon?
Right.
You say thank you.
Thank
and the
you.
chat, if you just got given a membership, you also have to say thank you, because you gotta.
Megan. Thank you, Megan.
Megan. McGann. Shannon, how good are you in the quizzes? Ask him. Oh, yeah. How good are you in the quizzes?
Oh, on Scoopses,
Yes.
just too good. I just keep blowing the competition away.
I think it's because he hands you the wins, Shannon. I reckon that's the reason.
I think he does.
Yeah, so that's the only
Maybe
reason you're getting the wins. He's handballing you free wins, Shannon.
Yeah, that's why I'm just too good.
But that doesn't make you good if you're getting gifted the wins. It's like match fixing almost. Scoops is Gillan McLaughlin. He's the one match fixing. Yeah, it's actually pretty massive there, the playlist guy. Yeah, look, I don't think we'll be getting Shannon on during the third quarter because it will just make things really fucking annoying. To be honest with you. Actually, no, Shannon, if you can predict your first, to make things interesting, give me your first goal scorer for the third quarter. If you get it right, I'll get you back on the call for the third quarter.
Why not?
Alright, give me a quickly.
I would have to go either.
No, you gotta pick one. Quickly. Quick.
From the Sydney. I would have to go Heaney.
Alright, Heaney.
As-
Alright,
Heaney's not.
if Heaney
my
kicks
guess.
the first goal, we're in a bit of trouble. Alright, I'll probably see you again in three-quarter time. I don't know why I said that because Heaney could kick the first goal, and if he does, I don't know how we're gonna deal with Shannon for a full quarter of footy. What's your real name? My real name is, just call me Pat. No one really calls me Patrick, unless they're like, I don't know, formal. Third quarter, just about to start. What do we have in stock for us for this second half of footy? What's the storyline going to be? Hopefully, Carlton win for the sake of my tip. And I like Carlton more than Sydney. And let's just freaking, fingers crossed, hope that he doesn't kick the first goal. Because Shannon's fine, but he's fine in certain amounts, like small amounts. You can't have him for that long. Because if you have him on for too long, then it becomes unhealthy for your ears. Just like having too much sugar or KFC or whatever. Well, he's on track, Ethan. Shannon commented will be actual. Yeah, look. That's the thing with it. Like, I actually genuinely needed to get Shannon on because if it wasn't for Shannon, I don't think we'd have 84 in. And even 84 isn't like that massive an amount because we'd be averaging over 100 normally. But we were getting like 50 at one stage. So we just sort of had to get him back on to revive something. I swear to God, though, Heaney better not kick this next goal. Where is he? He's not even in the forward 50 for the Swans. No. Oh, come on. Warner, kick it. Too bad he didn't say Chad Warner. Alrighty, I don't have to get him on. I mean, I could still get him on, even just for like a minute or two to get him to say something. But for now, I'm safe. And City kick the first of this third. Warner has been really good in this game. He'll get my 25 touches. I had him on for 25. He'll get the 25. But I don't just need him to get 25. I need Franklin to kick 2. Fucking Matt Kennedy. He's going to drag me down. Him and Franklin, both of them, actually. But mainly Kennedy. He's only had 6. I can't really see a world where Kennedy has 14 in the second half. If he could, he's capable. But like if he has 14 in the second half, then like players like Kennedy need to step up. Actually, can I hop on? Not during the game, Banana Kid. Like, unless you support the side, possibly. Like, if Will Arnott wanted to hop on during the third, I'd actually get him on because he'd actually not be annoying. He'd be entertaining. This is arguably Carlton's biggest half of football that they are yet to face this entire season. And I guess you're always going to have to... You always say it as the games approach, but this is honestly massive for them. The most important half of football, because if they lose this, if they can't find a way to win this game, they're actually fucked. I want my mum on. I don't want to annoy your mum. I don't think your mum wants to get on the call. I think she just wants to watch the game. We can get her on if you want me to get her on. Get her on a 3/4 time. And she can I guess explain how she's feeling ahead of the last quarter. How do I get the spanner? Oh, it's just a mod. But the thing about mods, though, I don't really give people new mods anymore. I don't need to. The only reason I give someone a mod nowadays is if, like, they're a big creator, right? And a lot of people, like, they're a fairly well-known creator, and a lot of fake accounts normally get made under their name. Holy shit, a $50 donation. Where's... Shit, we need Shannon for this. That was the time to get Shannon on. Megan with 50. And the entire chat spamming W. And fair enough. When it's $50, it's worthy of a spam of the W letter. Fucking hell. Well, there you go. Thank you very much. I guess that's another way to kickstart the stream again, in a way. Holy crap. Yeah, geez, that's huge. Thank you. Alright, well now after that's happened, let's see if Carlton can make the most of their chances here. They got the ball in front of Walsh. Walsh goes long and kicks the goal. And that should fire them up. That should fire Carlton up. Honestly, it's been a while since I've hit that Carlton goal graphic on the stream deck because it's been bloody ages. Back to 6 points. Get Shannon for half the quarter. I know there are people that want me to get him on, but more people would probably rather me actually be normal. Because he gets really annoying after a while. I'm not saying I'm not dragging him down or anything like that, but just when you want to actually focus on the game, it's hard to focus when you've got him on. Speaking of Shannon, there's his man, Heaney, gets the clearance inside 50, goes long. Was that Kennedy that got... Yes, alright, we're going to sort of hope and pray that he gets back into this game. Especially if Franklin starts getting into this game as well with a couple goals. Cunningham takes the diving mark. And he'll line up for goal. And get that Sydney response, the instant response, to make it a 2-goal game again. Yeah, I think it will be. I think it'll be a game decided by under a kick. Or at the very least, it'll be a game where no one knows what... Like, no one's going to know what the winner of the game is going to be until like the last 5 minutes at least. I don't think Cunningham's kicked one already. Oh, that's not a good kick. That's a little bit of a lazy one actually. He's kicked the point. This reminds me of another smaller YouTuber stream where someone donated 1k. Yeah, maybe not the same extent, I guess. Especially considering the $1,000 donate probably was like, unless you were on the stream at the time of it happening, it was probably some bigger YouTuber donating it for content. You see that happen quite a few times nowadays. It's never happened to me, but in a way, it possibly could have, because I did have a stream where I got donated over $1,000. It was like a Christmas stream, some random person. No, it wasn't even. It was 2.5k, but I never ended up getting all that money. I only ended up getting 1.4k. I should have gotten more though, because I know YouTube take a portion, but they shouldn't take that much. That's almost 50%. So when I found it was only 1.4, like I'm still grateful, but I was like, yeah, that's kind of shit. Jesus, that's a massive kick from Campbell. Or is it Campbell? I need to learn the names of some of these Sydney players. 15 isn't... Was that 15? I don't even know if that was 15 or 16. 16's Campbell. I know 15's Wicks. Buddy's the most memorable moment on this ground, kicking 1,000. There are a few memorable moments, but that would be up there. I mean, that as well as probably Plugger. Plugger would have a few memorable moments on this ground. Him kicking his 100th, I think it was at the SCG. Him breaking the record for most goals in VFL AFL history. Him when he kicked that point after the sign to get him to the grand final. Him when the bloody pig went to full forward, and also probably when he kicked like 14, 15 goals against the Swans as a Saint and won them the game. And then the Nick Davis goal as well would be up there. Nick Davis possibly ahead of the Buddy Franklin 1,000 goals, not sure. I don't think my big call is going to get up because Carlton haven't really been in front since quarter time. They've gotten close, but they haven't really gotten in front. Motlop, backtracking, Sard, centers it. Who's there? Curnow, Mackay. They're not getting their hands on the footy, and Sydney are going to clear it out. Yeah, go time. How old were you when that happened? Like 7, 6? You wouldn't have remembered it live, so you can't be too, distressed about the moment, particularly given since then you've seen 4 flags anyways. Plus, that was a semi-final, not even a prelim or grand final, so even if you won that game, you probably wouldn't have even won the flag. Curnow takes the mark, alright. It's another chance for Curnow. He's had 3 set shots already for 0 goals. I'd agree with that, egg footy. I should race Sammy and Lockie around the MCG. I don't really know why I'd pick those 2 people to race around the MCG. Or actually, no, maybe, you raise a good point, actually. If I race Sammy and Lockie, I know for a fact I'd win. I know I'm in much better shape than both of them, so I know I'd win. Loser gets ice bucketed, pretty funny. Curnow kicks a goal and he gives it to the Sydney crowd. Important goal for Curnow, because he's finally got on the scoreboard, and that might actually kickstart something for Curnow in the second half. 44 plays 46. Yeah, no, you wouldn't have been the youngest, Colin. I'm going to check the big calls. Sorry, the lead changes. One, 2, 3. 3. Okay, I only need 6 more. It could happen. For it to happen, though, Carlton probably need the next goal. Would have been nice if Curnow and Cameron continued at their consistent rate they were going to start the season, because it would have been pretty cool to see a possible 100 goal score this year, even if it was never going to happen. For it to be a possibility throughout the season would have been pretty cool to watch. Sharpie reckons will be a goal off the Siren game. Possibly. Hopefully. For the stream's sake, I tell you what. Definitely needs some bit of reviving. Shannon revived it temporarily, but ever since he left, to be honest with you, it hasn't really gotten back to its position. So Motlop's already done enough for me. He's kicked the 2. He's done his bits. Franklin's been very disappointing with only the Well, with no score, not even a goal. Like, no behind, no goal, no nothing. Chappie. Where is Lockie, though? Like, genuinely, if he got to Geelong that early, what's he bloody doing if he's not at your place? Is he with Days or some shit? I don't understand. And if I choose who kicks the first, can I stay on? You can stay on for like maybe the first 5 minutes, but I don't want to get people on. I don't support the club particularly for the last quarter. Like, I wouldn't have made that bet with Shannon for the last quarter just in case it happened, because that would have ruined the moment. Because if it was a goal off the side and Shannon was on the call, it would ruin the moment probably. Here we go, Mackay, that to mark. He hasn't kicked one yet, but this is a really good chance for him to get back and kickstart his campaign in this game with a goal. And that would make it 4 lead changes. Would give me a chance still. I'm not sure who he was looking for. Was he looking for Motlop? Because this sort of just fell into the lap of Mackay. So, Harry Mackay, 0 goals, 1, only 3 touches, 2 marks. Very dirty. Oh, for fuck's sakes. That is terrible. That is probably the worst kick I've seen from Mackay in a while. Like, it's getting worse and worse. You know, it's that bad. I need to see Pommy's reaction to that. I really do. Because I know he's live.
He's taking the piss, isn't he? He's taking the piss, isn't he? That's bants, isn't it? Be honest. That's bants, isn't it, Chip? Like,
not even Sammy's that bad. Like, genuinely. Go Blues says Yez. Just subscribe. How are we, Yez? This is a very massive game for the Blues for your side, because if you lose this, you're in shambles. I don't think you'll make the 8 if you lose this. Really, I can't see it. I don't think I can see a ladder where any of these sides make the 8. But if there was a side to make the 8, it won't be both. Sydney and Carlton can't both make it. So whoever wins this game, yeah, make it a lot easier for them heading upwards. Sydney, Carlton or Adelaide, Brisbane game of the round. This could be a closer finish, but I think Adelaide, Brisbane will certainly be the highest skilled and high quality level of game. Because this hasn't been a very high quality game of footy, let's be real. Been very, like, just poor kicking, poor goal kicking, particularly from Carlton. Poor awareness as well from some of the players. Like, and decision making as well. Like, it just hasn't been the greatest game of footy when it comes to all that. Oh, I could be pushing the back, maybe. To Motlop, no. Max King was never really that bad, though. He only had a few yips. But for the most part, he's a pretty good kick for goal. But that's all people talk about with Max King. They always give him shit about his goal kicking. He kicked 4 goals, 1 on the weekend, so I think they need to let him off and lay off the shit. Well, I can't really see it. But I can't really see it being the lack of atmosphere in this game. There's enough atmosphere, I think. Doherty, it's going to be another point. Well, they might hit the lead through behind here, the Blues. They need only a couple more to make themselves back in front. 6-10 they are now, so they really should be up. You have training for footy on a Sunday night. Who bloody does footy training on a Sunday night? Unless you're like Auskick or some shit. Well, not even Auskick. Auskick wouldn't have. He shouldn't have a game. Footy training on a Sunday night. Don't the juniors play footy on the Sunday anyways? Unless it's something else. It might not be footy. When do the gifted memberships happen? Early in the third? No, actually at half time. Because Shannon was on the call. And then I got a $50 donation early in the third. Probably been the height of the stream. So 8 minutes 20 to go. I'm not getting the overs, and I'm not going to get the Kennedy. I'm not going to win. It's safe to say probably a 2-3% chance of getting up now, which is pretty unfortunate, but expected. I was never expected to really win it. I will quickly check to see what Kennedy's on. There we go. Mackay, another shot. It can't get any worse, and this is his go-to shot as well with a snap. But the pressure's getting to him. You can tell. You can tell with his facial expressions as well. He's like, you can't fuck this up, and everyone's watching. Everyone knows. Yeah, what's Kennedy on? Oh, he's actually done 6 touches this quarter. He had 6 at half time, but even then, it's not gonna. He missed it. Fuck! It's getting to his head badly. It's really getting to his head badly for Mackay. That's 0 goals 3. That's well, last week I don't think he kicked a goal either. Maybe he kicked 1, but he kicked more behinds than goals. I'm pretty sure. No, he kicked 2 too, but 2-2 is not amazing. You should be probably doing better than that. And then against the Dogs, he was 0 goals 2. I'm just gonna have a look at some other past games. Against Brisbane, he wasn't great. He kicked 1 goal straight. There you go. Kick a drop punt. I don't know if kicking a drop punt would have made much of a difference, because you saw the last one. He was probably going to hook it out in full if he kicked a drop punt. Scores are level. For those that care about the little fine details, I'm going to get the 47s aligned a little bit more. You can't really get it exact though on OBS. It's kind of annoying, but that's probably as best as we're going to do. Yeah, I'm not getting the overs, and I'm not getting Buddy to kick 2. Like, I'd need there to be, what are we on? 47, 47, 94. I think we would need 7 or 8 more goals in this game, and it's just not looking very likely of happening. Not 7 or 8 goals. What am I saying? No, like 11 or 12. Maybe 10. I don't know. No, it's not going to happen. Probably 10 more goals, actually. There's Hickey. Been a bit quiet, but normally players coming back from injury are not at their very best. That's a point. I thought it was touch, though, when it came off the boot, but maybe not. Yeah, did they extend his contract to like 2028 or whatever? 2027? Like, you can't be doing that, can you? I know he won the Coleman in 2020. It just feels really weird that he won the Coleman medal in 2021. He's arguably the worst key forward in the competition at the moment when it comes to form and impact, because he's not getting any goals. Warner, there we go. Should be a set shot. They'll go over the top again. Smart. Papley. I kind of hope he kicks this, because he's still a chance for me if he kicks this. But I still need Buddy to kick 2. It's basketball training. Still though, I don't think Sunday night's the greatest time slot to be doing any form of training, to be honest, because it does clash with footy for those that play footy. Papley's up and about and pumped after that one. He loves the celebrations, and the Swans will be loving that. They'll be happy with that as well, because I need him to kick the goal. So there's another leg up, but it won't matter, I don't think, yet, because the overs and probably even Kennedy and Franklin is fucking well far out. Bloody Franklin. This will be his last year, won't it, Franklin? It's his No, last year was his last year on the contract, the big 9-year one or whatever. And this year's just like an extra year, but he's not playing after 20. He hasn't shown anything this season. Kennedy's probably going to get 20. He's on 13. Over and under 164.5. And then Carlton head-to-head. Right, I forgot about the Carlton head-to-head. When you really think about it, if Franklin kicked maybe a late one in this quarter, it's actually still a chance. 101 of 165. That's only 64 points, but it still needs to be a high-scoring last, so goals galore need to happen. Yeah, we're doing okay. It's been a quiet stream, viewers-wise. I'm not sure exactly what's with the downfall as of late with the streams, but it could be just a one-off. But the thing about having Carlton to win, but also needing Franklin to kick 2, is it doesn't align very well. It makes it even more difficult. Oh, Buddy's open. Buddy was open, actually. I got excited for a second there. Yeah, I got that as well last year, to be fair. Last year's live streams were pretty shit for... Like, they were consistently shit, but they were probably the shittest during the mid-season point. They were really good for finals. I don't think the views have been that bad. Like, tips are still consistent, but... Yeah, with the subs, I've noticed a little bit of a slowdown, so probably that. And then when I got my Goal King challenge out around the same time last year, it started to pick back up again. So that's why I want to get that out very soon. So I know it won't matter when I post it. As long as it's in the footy season, it should be fine. There's... Oh, fuck you, mate. You fuck you. Franklin was all alone there, Hickey. No wonder we got rid of you. Fucking hell. When do the Lions play the Saints? We play them twice. We haven't even played them yet this season. Round 15 or 14. I think 15 on a Friday night, and then we play them last round of the season at the Gabba. Oh, there we go. Warner, well done. Oh, no way. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I probably need 2 more goals for Sydney, or for any side, actually. It doesn't need to be Sydney. In fact, it'd probably be better off being Carlton, because I tipped them to win. Well, he's been useless as a late code breaker. In this game, this season. But he's not a useless player, like as a... Career-wise, he hasn't been useless, obviously. Durden. Is that Mackay? No, it's DeConing. I'm not sure what he's doing, practicing for the fucking skydive. Oh, not skydive, the Olympic diving team. There's no skydiving in the Olympics, although that would be kind of interesting if there was, jumping out of a plane. But going 3 minutes to go. Still a chance for a couple more, but the longer the time ticks down and without a goal, less likely, obviously. Alright, do that egg footy if you want. I can't, if I do go to that game and I see you there, I want you to be featured. Like, I want your voice to be featured. And I'm not gonna mention it. I just want to see if people recognise it. Because you think there'll be someone. You got like a... your voice has become well known in a way. I don't think that's the reason, my boy. He's been a very good player though, Franklin, in the finals, for Hawthorn at least. Not really for Sydney, yeah, you're right. Where's Waldo? Well, yeah, Franklin, you can think of so many iconic finals moments. I'm going to get rid of this gum. I don't need it. So many very iconic final moments when he played for the Hawks. For Franklin. I think of at least 2. I'm sure there's more. I'm not sure what. Yeah, I'm not sure the players can pay that out in the full. I thought there was just touched off the boot, but no, it landed a metre out. Alright, if City kick a goal here, they need to find Franklin. Otherwise, it's not going to be worth it. Like, even if you had a really quiet night, and in AFL, you can still have a say late. You can still make a name for yourself and have a big last quarter. Yeah, I do think from here, Sydney win it. I think they find a way to hold on. Because to be honest with you, if I had Carlton winning this game, which I did, I thought they'd be up at least by now, at least for... Well, they were up, actually, they were up for a stage in this quarter, I think. If I'm not mistaken. Or maybe not. No, they weren't, because they kept missing, and then Sydney got a goal. I don't know if I'll play up to tonight's game. I was saying it before, if the stream performed averagely, I probably wasn't going to bother. I still need to make graphics for the stream tomorrow night, so I need to find a time to do that. And tomorrow's game of footy, I've got to get to. I'm going to get up, not that early, but like relatively early to be prepared, and because I want to get there like it's maybe 12:30, an hour and a half before the game or something, to film a bit of content with Has. Motlop. Come on, Carlton. Carlton need a score here. I'd rather McCon not get the ball because we know it's not going to be a goal. Kerno, snap it. Yes! He missed it. Well, this has been a stream where I cheer the points and I get pissed off with the goals. Because fucking... When Motlop, I thought he missed that earlier in the game and he kicked it. 22 seconds. Maybe there's enough time for Sydney actually. There could be. Decent kick. Haywood. Where's Buddy? Buddy's nowhere to be seen. Wicks. Point. Alright, I think I can officially say my multi's fucked now. I needed at least 1 or 2 more goals to finish the third. It's not going to be a 5. It's not going to be a 5-goal quarter for each side. It won't be. 8-8, 6-12. So 2 more scoring shots the Blues have had. Yeah, they're down by 8. Massive last final turn for the Blues. I know probably will join, so we'll see what he has to say. I don't think he'll be happy. I think he'll be pretty pissed, particularly at Mackay. But he can still do something about it. Still 1 more quarter of footy. Alright. Do we get Shannon and the Banana Kid on? Because I kind of want to see them interact. That'd be kind of intriguing if they're both in the Discord. I'll drag you in the voice server. Just go on any. You're in one of them. Alright, 3/4 time means we can get Shannon on. It's not during the game. Oh, but again, he's not saying anything. Maybe I'll drag him in again. He definitely wants to be on because...
I hear you.
There we go. Alright, Shaun, I'm going to drag the Banana Kid if you know who he is. Do you know him?
I think I do.
No, okay. Well, I'll let you have a chat with him for a little bit. Will is fucking pissed. You've still got 1 more quarter, mate. You've still got 1 more quarter, mate. G'day, g'day.
Hello?
Oh my god, what the hell?
Can
you hear me?
What the fuck? Why are you guys so loud?
Hey.
Is it just me or is it like really loud? Maybe it's just me. Anyways, continue speaking. I want you guys to have
This is going to be one of the closest games yet, heading into this final quarter of the game.
Shannon? Hello?
Very loud.
Yeah? A bit
Can you hear
loud,
me?
I would say.
Yeah, I can definitely hear you. In fact, I can almost hear too much to the point where...
Yeah?
Sorry.
No, it's all good.
Hi, Shannon.
I'll just turn you down.
Hey,
How are you?
good. You?
Yeah, good, thanks.
And like I said, it is an 8-point ball game ahead of Swan's favour as we head into this last quarter. It is going to be one of the closest games we've ever seen.
We've ever seen.
Heading
Well,
into this,
maybe not. It's going to be probably a close one though.
heading into this last quarter, I still think Sydney get this one in the bag.
I agree with
Sunday.
Shane.
I agree with Shannon as well. I don't think they have it in the bag. You can't say that 3/4 time. But I think they'll win it from here, to be honest with you. I really do.
And
Fucking hell, shit.
and
Why are you
Carlton
guys
has
so
suffered.
loud?
And Carlton has suffered another one. They've lost another man. They've lost Nick Newman.
Why are you describing this scene as if it's like a fucking war scene, mate?
It's like the city just got bombed.
Yeah, that's a comparison to make. Is it like that? Do you agree with that? What the Banana Kid said? It's like the city got bombed.
My ear was itching. Like I said, heading into the last quarter, Sydney hold an 8-point ball game. They do not want to lose that lead.
I've quickly just had to deafen myself. I don't know if I can take this for much longer. When is the third quarter finish? I will be a man of my word. I'll let them stay till the end of the third quarter. But Jesus, the audio is kind of really difficult to listen to.
Haven't even activated their sub yet.
Shannon,
Hmm?
what are you thinking of Harry Mackay's performance this game?
Good question.
Quite useless.
Useless. Do you reckon you could do a better job out there on the footy field, Shannon, than Mackay at the moment?
Oh, you bet. I can kick much closer.
I'd like to see you try there. I've never seen you kick a footy. It'd be pretty intriguing to see how you go about kicking a Sharon. If you were out there right now, how many goals do you reckon you could kick?
Oh, I could bet I can kick 5, 6.
5 or 6. I'd
Come
pay
on, Shannon.
I'd pay to see that.
2000s.
I would actually pay good money to see Shannon Humphries currently get replaced by Harry Mackay. You wouldn't even lay a finger on the footy.
Cardi.
Yes?
Other game of footy tomorrow.
Nice, mate.
Do you reckon I would do better than Harry Mackay?
Well, what position are you playing? If you're playing, it depends on what position you're playing.
Centre, wing, and full forward.
Oh,
There you go, 3 positions. Full forward, eh? You're like one of the taller players than yourself. Well, if you're playing full forward for a bit, you at least got to kick a goal for me, I reckon.
Will I kick a goal?
Sorry?
What celebration do you reckon I should do?
Alright, well, ask chat. What celebration should the Banana Kid do?
Alright, chat. What celebration?
You can pick if you want. You can pick out of there'll be a few options, I reckon. Probably got another minute before the start of the last, so hopefully get an answer before then. There you go. No, we're not doing the humping celebration in under 9s. Egg footy, Charlie Cameron motorbike. Do the motorbike, that's a good one.
the boom, boom. The boom, boom.
I don't think he makes the motorbike noise, Shannon, but that's...
Motorbike, do you reckon?
I think so. I reckon go that motorbike. Or fins up. Or the rider hinchy, the rider hinchy shush.
And it seems that the final quarter is about to get underway.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you actually might be ahead of me. All right. Well, if that's the case, I'll let you. I'll let you fucking. No, I shouldn't swear. Actually, I say that, but no, you swear all the time, mate.
Who?
You. Anyway, both you. Well, before we head off, who's winning this game? Who needs to stand up for Carlton to win this game quickly?
I'm going Sydney to win because they are ahead, and I think Charlie Curnow might need to step up his game.
Yeah, fair enough. I think both of them need to step up, Mackay and Curnow.
Carlton might come back. Maybe.
Yes.
But I think Jackson's gonna kick the first goal.
I don't.
Fourth quarter.
All right.
I don't. I don't know. I reckon it's either Papley or Cunningham to kick the
We didn't
first.
ask you that, Shannon. Alright. Well, thank you. I'm going to hop off now because we're eating into time. And I did see that behind me. Bloody 10 gifted again from Megan Holly. I couldn't really read it out because we were like sort of in two minds. Who did Shannon say to kick the first? I know it was, Bernardic said Warner. They made a meal of that. They made a meal of that one massively. I don't know why they just went for the set shot. Who else got a membership? Mr. Flying Pies. I think he got one. Lucas H. The whole chat have a green icon next to their name. Can I get gifted? Matt, you've already got a membership. You can't already be gifted if you've got one. Cardi's a gun. Thank you, mate. There you go. Member for 1 month. Graz, I don't know, mate. Maybe because J-Dod's currently better than you. Goat says, I'll know my test results for Monday for that test. Do you think you passed? If you didn't know you had the test, like, unless you like already were very familiar with that topic, then I don't think you did pass. I don't think you would have passed. You didn't know the test was happening. And if it, especially if it wasn't open book, if it was open book, you probably could pass. Yeah, because there's no way I'm getting the over correct. We're on, what, 104? And at 166? We're not seeing 62 points combined in this last. It's going to be tight. Low scoring again. It was a good start in the first because we saw like... Well, we saw a decent amount of points in the first quarter, but since then it's been pretty rubbish. Here we go. Buddy! For any chance of anything happening, you need to kick that. Nine points. I will change to my camera because that'll have enough battery now. Maybe next goal, so we've got to stop. Like a stop and play. How is Carlton going to make a comeback when some players cannot even kick or aim straight? Well, it's same with Sydney this quarter. They've been pretty poor. But the thing is, Sydney are currently up by 9 and they're looking in the box seat. Like a 9-point lead at the moment is almost like a 3-goal lead without Carlton been playing. You can hear the game through your screen. Yeah, I know. Unless you don't want to be able to hear the game, but I feel like it's better because for those that aren't watching it, or for those that want to know what stage of the game I'm up to, you can tell pretty easily. Calm down, AFL pod. No one needs to know my business. I guess you're right. Another point. Remain anonymous. 49 now. 6 goals, 13 for the Blues. This is pretty bad. Their goal kicking is becoming a worry, and not just for this game, for previous games as well. If Fidget's watching, didn't you say a big call of yours was for 16 Carlton points? You're looking like you could get it right. I only need 3 more. Just get it to Mackay again. Just get in 3 more set shots. You'll get the big call correct. Why does Shannon think it's going to be the closest game we've ever seen? I mean, it'll probably be a close finish, but like... It's a bit of a stretch saying it'll be the closest game that he's ever seen. Only took 10 minutes. It shouldn't take that long. How many games I'll stream this round? I'll stream probably 2. I don't know if I'll stream on the Adelaide-Brisbane game. I guess we'll see how tomorrow night's stream goes. If it again does a rubbish, then I'll be less motivated to want to stream on Sunday. I still probably might. Dreamtime was way closer than this. Yeah, it was just a better game. And I don't even think it was that good of a game, like, skill-wise. It was sort of similar to this one, but it was just still a little bit better. Like, especially with the atmosphere and the whole. Oh shit, Kennedy on the bench. Not like it matters anyway, but yeah, just for the whole vibe around the Dreamtime game. Is that Kennedy? Alright, well that's a confirmed cross then for the multi. I thought maybe Kennedy could have at least got to 20. But I would have been a little bit more pissed off though if Franklin already kicked 2 and the scoring was a little bit higher, but scoring's pretty low. Franklin hasn't kicked 1 yet. City probably win this. Who do you hope win? Yeah, I'll go Carlton. Oh, I just realised I was a bit quiet. No one could hear me that much. You were very loud for my end. I had to turn you down. Maybe I turned you down too much. Goals are a premium in this game. Tell you what. McNerney to Hickey. If Carlton lose this game, holy shit. I don't think you'll ever see more heated Blues fans on the Blue Board fan camps. And I think after this one, well maybe that's not the case. You probably will see more frustrated fans after the Collingwood game last year. But like when it comes to like frustration, because it was heartbreak last year. Like they've had enough. Carlton fans have had enough. Who do Blues have in the next 5? Well, you can see it up on the screen. Melbourne, Essendon, Gold Coast, 4th on Freo. You know, they could win 4 of those games. The thing about Carlton, at their best, they can win all 5, but they just haven't been at their best at all this year. And a win here would help massively. I'm not sure what Kerner was trying to do with that kick, because he wasn't trying to find a target. Was he trying to go for the set shot, like the shot? Oh, that'll be a mark anyways, regardless. Here we go. Carlton, what can they do? Kerno probably should be a little bit further up the field, further down in, near the goals for the Blues. He goes inside 50, almost Mackay. He's had a dirty night. He can't find any confidence at all. And a good take from Lauren. Oh, Hayward, sorry. Am I going to stream after the game? Don't think so. I don't know why I'd want to. If this game's really close, though, like a kick after sign, maybe. Because by then I'd have a few more people in the stream, so they'd want to hop on the other one. I was going to change cameras. Next goal. We haven't seen a goal yet this quarter. It's been a good 7 minutes. A Mark plus Shannon StreamYard. Unfortunately, we can never get Shannon on the StreamYards at night because Scoops always goes live. I'd want to, but Mark only joins late at night, but he wouldn't be on with Shannon. I'd really want to get that. If we can get that going, yes. 100, definitely, I'll do it. Good stuff, Motler. He handballed it, didn't he? No. Still a goalless term. The longer this stays a goalless term, the better it is for Sydney. Your KO has been so bad tonight. Mine's been good. Mine's probably the best it's ever been. It hasn't crashed once. No delay. No choppy frames. No like 3 frames per second. It's been good. Like probably the best it's been all year. Normally it's average. Papley. Danger signs for Carlton. Good stuff. Just knock it through. Don't let them score. Akers, good work. Jeez, if I was a Carlton fan, I'd have my heart in my mouth. been lagging. Yeah, maybe it's the WA internet. I have no idea. I mean, every time a WA viewer complains about something like that, they always blame the internet on it. But I don't think WA internet's as bad as Victoria's. It's Australia in general, just that shit internet. No, you're all good, Banana Kid. Don't stress. It's all good. Did Sydney even have any options? No. Well, they did, but that wasn't a good kick. Wiedering. Having a season to forget, in my opinion, for Wiedering. He's just not been nowhere near his best this season. It almost getting to the stage where if Sydney kick the next, it's almost like there's almost no chance Carlton come back. Like, there is still a chance, but the later it takes for a goal to be scored, and if it is Sydney's goal, I don't think Carlton are capable of kicking 3 in a row here. Like, none of their forwards are in any good form. They're 2 key forwards. They just have no form at the moment. Blakey. Massive play from Nick Blakey if he finds it. No, he doesn't. A lot of the time plays go for the dash and sort of don't look, and they just kick and blast. It was exciting, but it might not have been necessary. So we're now officially halfway through the last quarter, and we haven't seen a goal yet. You know, fuck it. We need the camera for the last 10 minutes. I don't care at this rate. I'll be offline for by offline, like I just won't be on the screen. I'll be off the screen for 30 seconds. Just gonna put. If I was a Carlton supporter, I would have already thrown my membership in the microwave. No one, you do realise no one actually uses physical memberships anymore. It's all digitally. But I get what you mean. Yeah, Carlton needs something special in this last 2 minutes. We haven't seen any of that this year. There's no grit from the Blues. I can't remember the last time they come from behind and won. When was the last time Carlton came back from behind in the last quarter and won like a really famous victory? Buddy, give me a second. I don't want to have my eyes off the game. Sydney kick a goal. From what I've heard from the screen, and that almost could be it. If the Blues can't respond quickly enough, because a 3-goal game feels like more with how difficult it's been to get goals. I will get my camera back up. I was just switching it around. Shannon got it right. Luckily, it wasn't to get on the stream. That's why I don't make the promises, because if it was to get on the stream, well, I'd be fucked. Here we go. Better quality. Much better quality. There you go. How long is there to go? I need to fix the scores as well. How long is there to go? 9-11. Exactly 9-11. I don't even know if you wanted me to say that or not, but no, yeah, 9-11. And the biggest margin of the game as well, which doesn't seem like a lot. Shit though, I'm not getting a big call right. I really want Carlton to kick the next now. Parker. Oh, for fuck's sakes. No. That could be it almost. Just like that. Are you serious? So much for Shannon saying this is going to be the closest game he's ever seen. Fucking hell, Carlton. What are they doing? And Paddy Cripps is limpic. They're going to have no one on the bench. It's a horror game. A horror ending for Carlton. Definitely over now. Maybe not definitely, but just about. If it was a bit more of a high scoring game and Carlton didn't have just the 6, maybe I'd give them more of a chance, but 21 points. Seriously, 9 minutes. Thoughts on Cats winning the flag? Well, I don't think it's going to happen. You know it's bad when the Sydney chants are already starting to be chanted all around the ground. Need to find a mark, and it's not a mark. It's bloody Francis. Riley McKnight, thanks, mate. I think there was a super chat earlier in this. Missed it. Yeah, it was Riley McKnight again. All right, cheers for the consecutive 99-cent super chats. But you can't say it's definitely game over. There's 8 minutes 20. Carlton just need to kick a couple quick ones, and it's, you know, back on their page, and they'll have the momentum. Far out. I'd be pissed if I was a Carlton fan. What is with their disposal efficiency? They're just kicking it to the opposition so easily. It's like they want to get the ball. That was straight to Blakey. Perfectly weighted kick to him. And they're doing it again so often to Moore. They've got to just find another route at goal. Maybe just go the short stab kicks, possibly. I don't know. It's going to go to a Sydney player again, I reckon. No, good work, Mackay. At least he made a contest. Not even the coach. Yeah, well, the players can't be that arsed if they've won Brownlows, Rising Stars, Coleman's, all these accolades. They can't do fuck all with it, though. Can't work well as a team. Maybe Carlton just can't be fixed. Franklin, they've done all this Sydney without Franklin scoring a goal, which is almost the most impressive thing about it. I know he's sort of washed now, but still. I do get what you mean. But if you say that, you sound like Studi, because he apparently doesn't believe he's a Brownlow medalist when he is. I do think they were very lucky, though, to get away with it. I thought it should have been a suspension. I don't know how they got away with it. They probably wanted him to win the Brownlow. That's why he got rid of the suspension. Oh, for fuck's sake. Here we go, Motlop. What sort of a kick is that? I don't know why he did that. Was he going for goal or pass kick? Because it seemed like neither. 6:14 now, 70 plays 50. Yeah, I agree with you, Egg Footy. It should have been at least a week, I thought. But like he would have deserved to win the Brownlow. It's just he should have been ineligible. But he wasn't, so he won it, so yeah. I wonder if there are any Blues fans watching this stream. I know not many opposition fans do watch the streams because they'd be wanting to watch the game properly, and they're either there at the game or just watching on TV with their family. But maybe some have had enough and are on this stream to express their dissatisfaction. 6:16 to go. I feel like it's all but done now for Carlton. And it's another issue for Carlton. They just can't score. 50 points. They're just continuously stitching up shit scoring efforts. Like 58 the week before. Against the Dogs, it was like 57. 50 right now. They might score one or two junk time goals, but it shouldn't account for much. Francis, oh, they have so many loose plays. He should just take every second. He doesn't. And he misses everything. There was no need for that. Especially considering he could have just waited and then just snapped it around the body or something. Or, I'm not sure. He might have been a left footer. Don't know. Pitnet, he's the guy I thought was out. It wasn't, that was Hewitt according to Shannon. In fact, Shannon broke the news. And not the chat, or not my own eyes. Oh, you are so bad. Franklin to ice it. He hasn't kicked one yet. He does the unselfish thing to pass it off. And surely they ice the clock now. Well, they do by kicking it again to another player. So we won't get the close finish we wanted. This could become like a 40+ point margin. You know what pissed me off? You guys wouldn't know this, but in my tipping video, I actually originally had Sydney on the wheel, but my laptop just shut off whilst mid-recording, so I had to re-film the video. That's why it was out a little bit later, and that also is why I had to redo the random tip, and I had to go Carlton. So it was originally Sydney. Well, that is officially it now. You can't kick 5 goals in 4 minutes, so that's why the game is now over for Carlton, if it wasn't already. And the season's almost over for Carlton. I don't even think Sydney would have been that good. They really haven't been this good. If they were playing a top 8 side, they probably still would have lost this. Yeah, that's good. It's good, mate. Happy birthday, small chuns. Did I get it right? No, I said there'd be 9 lead changes. We had like 3 in the first 10 minutes because Carlton were actually like in front for a lot of the first quarter, and then it would just went to shit. Keen to play Carlton. I think most sides are keen to play Carlton. It's good that we have Carlton again this year, so we're looking at probably another win. We've actually got a relatively easy fixture, the Saints. We should make it just based on some of the sides we still have left. We're 7 right wins. 13 will get you on the 8. We've still got Hawthorn to play twice. North. Do we play North again? Yeah, we do. North again. West Coast. So that's 11. Which we should win all. And then we've got... Oh, Megan Holly! $50 again! Holy shit, a consolation prize. Consolation stuff. Oh my god. Holy fuck. Well, there's one good thing out of this stream, I guess. That is, it's very generous, as I've been saying already. And of course the W's. You probably don't need to spam it. I'm fine with it. I'm not going to tell anyone out for doing it, but you don't. You can just say it a few times. But it doesn't matter though. $50 again. Appreciate it a lot. Yeah, good win, Ale. I wonder if you're streaming the game. You normally stream the Sydney games. Even Rolls Macca tipped Carlton, which I was surprised about, by 15. So he didn't have any faith in the club. I thought, if you're a Sydney fan, you tip Sydney. I know they've been shit as of late, but...
Been ill all day.
God, go on Blue Abroad stream. Look how many people are in his chat just complaining. 600. Oh, and bloody Carlton are playing Melbourne next Friday as well. They've given Carlton too many primetime slots, I reckon. People thought Carlton would be good this year, but they haven't shown that. So, yeah, apparently Will isn't going to ever bother going to watch the game. You should still watch, because... Yeah, I know what you mean, though. Like, the club don't deserve your support if they're playing that shit, but, like... When they'll come good again, you would think. They'll find a bit of form. They'll eventually get another win. And that win, you don't want it to come during a time where you're not watching. $6.15. It's actually getting embarrassing. Fidget, if you're watching, mate, you need one more point. Yeah, this performance almost makes me feel like Sydney is sort of, not back, but like, could be back on track. They'll leapfrog the Blues. I'm not sure where they'll be on the ladder. They won't be in the 8, I don't think, after. Or they could be. Then have a look at their percentage. Will this win get the Swans back into the 8 or not? They play us at the SCG. That's going to be a pretty big game. I think most people should tip Sydney in that game. There's no real reason to sort of be backing in the Swans, even if we go into the game 8-3. But I just think it's a sort of game where Sydney win. Did I tip Carlton? Yeah, should have been a Sydney tip though, because I really was slightly more on the side of the Swans, and I originally had the Swans as my tip, but then I changed it. No, I didn't change it. My choice wasn't a change. I didn't do it willingly, but because my laptop crashed whilst filming the tips, I just decided to redo it again, and that happened. You tip Swans? Of course you tip Swans, Kiki. You never get a tip wrong. What a rubbish ending to the game for Carlton. 77-51. That was a shit game of footy. A really disappointing game. 77-51. A short quarter as well. A lot of the quarters this game have been under 30 minutes. Shannon takes an L, saying this game will be close. Well, he does take an L. But I thought it was a really strong chance that in the last 5 we still wouldn't know who'd get up, and we knew we sort of knew this whole time Sydney were going to win. Take a prediction. How many comments will Carlton's Instagram get on their next post? The one about the result, the first 10 minutes. Because Carlton fans always want to view their opinions and voice their opinions. They're probably going to get fucking heaps. I'm glad I don't support the Blues. That would be shit if I did. I'm glad I support the Saints right now. Although I won't be saying that if we lose tomorrow. We play Hawthorn though, so surely we win. Come on, Sydney. You've been a supporter since day one. Will I play AFL 23? No, I don't think so. I really don't think so. I don't know. You know what will make me? It'll just piss me off even more. You need to go convince me to play AFL 23. How are you guys going to convince me? Because if you can convince me well enough, maybe. I don't really want to play that though. If I were to stream, I'd rather like a members only stream out a little bit later on. The set shots have improved. You know what I'd rather do? I'd rather play AFL 23 tomorrow night after the footy. I've got a few things actually to deal with off stream. I might do that off stream and not bother about doing it on stream. Stream, yeah. I'm gonna hop off the stream. Hopefully tomorrow's stream can do a little bit better. The game can be a bit better because it was a bit of an underwhelming one all round, to be honest with you. But I appreciate the ones that stuck thin through the stream. Thank you, Megan Holly, again for the gifts. And cheers at Egg Footy, Shannon as well for what you provided, the Banana Kid. But yeah, we're going to hop off. Cheers, Tom. I'll see you in chat. Cheers, Michaela. Yeah, I'll see you soon.
We are the Navy Blues. We are the old dark Navy Blues. We're the team that never lets you down. We're the only team old Carlton knows. With all the champions they like to send up, we'll keep our end up, and they will know that they've been playing against the famous old dark blues. We are the Navy Blues. We are the old dark Navy Blues. We're the team that never lets you down. We're the only team old Carlton knows. With all the champions they like to send up, we'll keep our end up, and they will know that they've been playing against the famous old dark blues. Cheers.